Good morning, good morning. Let's start this off. Let's start this off in a little bit of chill energy. What do I want? You know what? Identity. There we go. There we go. That's good. Let's go. Good morning. Now let's start this off properly. That's the stuff. Good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We've got a big topper going on. Mnestic experience is gonna be good, man. I feel like as a Distortion Detective fan, I'm going to be extremely well fed. Hold on, let me try and crack my neck. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. It's 2:30 a.m. here. Help? Nobody can help you anymore. You're in California. Unnecessary, but not wrong. Hey, I hope you're doing well. Let's see, before we do anything else, let me just see if the kits are posted, because sometimes they do it right this very minute. And then I'll get to the chat, because somehow I've lost track of y'all. Let's see, scroll down. Not just yet, but they do have the information on the event itself. That is A-okay. God, how's life going? It's been fine. This upcoming week is my big week for handling APR streams. So doing that on top of a couple of other projects means that I am absolutely grinding on this one, which is fine. Phrasing, whatever, I don't give a shit. It's a busy one. But that is A-okay. I'm looking forward to it, and that's what it's all about anyway. My kit release? Yes, exactly. Mine as well. How do you think, will the Kim ego synchronization have consequences? I would be very surprised if there were negative consequences for the ego synchronization. I think what this is similar to what they have for ABS Faust and also Shock Centipede Gregor, in that this is an upgrade to the ID. Or whatever the counterpart is. That's just my best guess. I feel like it would be really weird if Meursault somehow just gave himself another ego that turned himself into Kim for a bit. Now that I think about it, that could be kind of cool. What if the ego itself has its own kit for an ID? Okay, wait, maybe I'm coming around to that idea. I don't know, that's something. Ain't this the body wounds on Matthias' body? Yeah, sometimes I just use old models, because they're not all labeled. And sometimes they just have different little effects appear. Let me change that up. We got time before stuff comes out. I'm very curious about the S-Corp Taboo Hunter one, though. That is gonna be fun to me because A, it's S-Corp, and B, it's Taboo Hunters. So I really want to know what they do with the story. Here, this might be my chicken nugget form. I really gotta name these. I've got so many models that are just called, like, the second version. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Okay, this one's gonna have a blindfold. But I can change that, I think. I think I got a keybind for that. Where the fuck are you? There you are. Me being slashed apart? It happens, don't worry. Why am I getting erased? It's okay, I got better. I swapped to another ID. There we go. Yeah, I can just, like, go to the side like this. Okay. I just need to check the commands. I think there's one for me to remove this. Yeah, I think it's left shift I? Yeah, there we go. See, good as new. But now, let's just scale this down. So this is what happens. This is what happens when you have 30 minutes of prep time. Sometimes some little deeds come up. We still got it. Better late than never. We gurge. I gotta stop saying Gucci for good, because that means I shorten it to Gooch. That's not good. I joined the index, yeah. Doesn't the blindfold fit the Hong Lu ID? Oh my god, you're so right, actually. Alright. You know what? I can swap between them at will. We'll wait until the kits come out. What cameras do you think the Hong Lu will be? I mean, these kinds of guys really make me think poise. Low-key, I think we're getting a lot more poise units to work with, and I would really like that, because I think poise needs some greater level of group interaction, in my opinion. That's how I feel about it. That being said, let us give a quick refresh, and I will actually pull up the trailer so that we can get a better look at it as well. So let's see. I guess we might as well do that in the meantime. Also, chat, there's something really cool I want to show you. I have beaten YouTube. I have finally, as a user, as a consumer, I have beaten YouTube, and I'll show you how. Hold on, let me just change the window capture over here, and I'm so proud. I feel so happy about this. I have kept my watch history paused on YouTube for months now, maybe a year, and they finally ran out of stuff to share. I no longer get recommended videos. Why are you beating YouTube? No, the stalking. The stalking has ended. YouTube no longer gives me this. I can just go to my subscriptions now without being fed shit that I don't care about. Dude, pause your watch history. It's some of the best shit you can do. It's incredible. All right. But no, let's actually go to, by the way, I don't know any of these results. They've had to default to giving me search results too. Project Moon Official. All right, Mnestic experience. Very ideal indeed, yeah. All right, let's see. I want, wait, what does this say? Sorry, it's like 4 a.m., 4:30. I'm getting distracted. Doug, let's check. I don't care. Okay. So while we wait for this to refresh, I will do it. Actually, is this better? This is a bit better. I don't want to have to change the window size every time, so we can just check this out. I want to see more details on what the Hong Lu does. And we can do that, I guess, just while waiting. Let me turn this off and we can have the sound. By the way, before we go much further, I do have a small announcement to make. Or I guess big announcement depending on how important they are to you. I am going to slowly start weaning this channel off of doing kit reviews. These have always been like something to do in between different essays, but like a lot has changed since I started doing them. And especially because the kits have gotten more complicated, I think it is time to focus back on lore. We're still going to be doing some of them. Valentina and Lucio. Absolutely going to keep doing that one. Probably once a month for a while. But this week, we're going to focus on Blade Lineage lore. I'm just going to study it up and see how that interacts with the new lore we get from the Intervalo. And we're going to get a little essay about that. So there's that. You're being recommended your own stream? Yeah, YouTube doesn't know what the fuck to do with me anymore. It's awesome. Alright, let's just get ourselves a little refresher. I gotta remember not to maximize this. I guess I'll also do a little reaction of this, or like a little commentary on this. I've seen some folks talk about this segment and say it's like the photographer from early Distortion Detective. Can't rule it out. Residents of Butler Street had all shipped into commission all kinds of agencies like this Vine Combat Specialized Fixer offices. Nothing actually do things right, and the job got passed on to us. So clearly we're dealing with the distortion. I mean, that is also something that we were told very early on, because apparently Kim is also going to have to come in and speak and remember what it's like to have a distortion, or to be distorted. Which the Abno / ego is very interesting in referencing. I don't know. I think it's cool. Are the new IDs up? Oh, turn the volume on? Yeah, you're right. I love the way OBS works with that. Maybe the recent update fixes that. Let's get... Is it under Prescript? Might be under Prescript. No, it's under Browser Audio, because I'm basic like that. Here we go. Set this here. Properties, Mnestic experience. It's out? Oh, kits are out? Okay, well, that was a short-lived experience. Well, there's your reaction. Wait, no, it's... Oh, maybe it's out on Steam. Maybe it's out on Steam. I gotta check on Jimbus on Steam. I keep calling it Jimbus Company these days. It's just much better that way, in my opinion. Okay, let's see. It's not out yet. Not yet. The update info is out, but not the kits. Not the kits yet. No. But we there. It's okay. We keep this up. It's still occurring unchecked somewhere in the streets. I think that just means it's happening. I don't think this is like a special distortion. But no, the camera motif, it could be anywhere from the Distortion Detective early chapter reference, or just a taboo of N-Corp. Then we've got Ezra... What did Ezra say again? Anything that might count as a clue. Sun flashed below my vision white. A camera. Yeah, this is probably a reference to the photographer, if I had to guess. So, for those who don't know, there was, in early Distortion Detective, like Chapter 3, Moses and Ezra had to take care of a distortion that was basically a photographer. Imagine if you played Library of Ruina, it was like fucking Dalek, kind of like that. Just a head full of cameras or a person full of cameras. And they just wanted to photograph people that were basically bound to be forgotten, and putting them in pictures and kidnapping them, Shadow Realm style. And they just didn't want them to be forgotten because they were sad. And then Moses and Ezra just solved the distortion. So I would be surprised if this is a direct, like, if the intervalo is a direct reference to that. I think it's more an N-Corp taboo that, like, you just can't take pictures. Which honestly would make more sense for someone to distort an N-Corp because of that. But this might be a reference to that. Did you cover the kids yet or not? Nah, it doesn't look like they're out quite yet. That's a nice little cameraman. Yeah, yeah. Alright, let's see what we got. So... By the way, about this Hong Lu, S-Corp Chunukun, this is a reference to, I believe, S-Corp's Taboo Hunters. We have not really seen those much yet. They're mainly known in N-Corp, but also we haven't seen much of S-Corp in general, so why not? They're just here to basically hunt down anyone that violates taboos. Makes sense that they'd hunt down the Blade lineage. And also, Vespa used to be a taboo hunter, so doesn't mean this guy is super serious. But also, Nagalund Hammer. The Nagalund Hammer logo on these guys, and it looks like they might even have prosthetics or just gauntlets. I don't know. They're giving me big man in gray from Momo vibes. Okay, so that's Corp anyway. Good question. Salpapeo Agro Industries. They are likely an agricultural wing. And apparently, it seems like they're split into 3 houses. If we see, like, court circles of Sal and Papeo, I know I keep maximizing it. I'm not going to remember that. I'm just going to deal with that. Sal, Papeo, and P. There's that. Cromer and Meursault also had those gauntlets. Okay, cool. Apparently, they're split into 3 different factions as a wing, or court circles. Now, S-Corp does have a lot of corruption. So, the issue is probably that either 2 of them or 1 of them is vying for power, and that's causing a lot of difficulty. Here, I'll also put on the mask. That's what the point of the mask is. There we go. Put this back. And, I don't know, it's very interesting to see what the implications are. Are S-Corp somewhat based on Korea? Yes. I wouldn't say it's an exact 1-to-1, but at least culturally speaking, Yi-Song is our Korean rep. He's from S-Corp. They talk in their own way. I don't think that last part is necessarily relevant. But, you know, you never know what's gonna pick up. And apparently these guys are, like, snake hunters. Like, you know, if you remember that old adage of, like, I think it was in Egypt, maybe? When they were just having people hunt snakes, and they would be paid based on how many snakes they would make. Like, that's what the government did at the time. People would start raising snakes. So now we've got taboo hunters catching taboo committers, like criminals, and they run away, and then they just catch them again. I don't know if that's exactly manipulating the system, or it's just a quirk, like they just have to let them go, and they keep getting paid, but whatever. Damascus, thank you! You're from S-Corp because Nobi are slaves of Chunkuns? Ah. Be a nice Nobi and come on out so I can tie you up like a convict you are. Ah, that's worse. That's worse. Okay, let me take a look at the actual moves for a second. We got 1 impact. I'm gonna refresh to see if the kits are out. I'm not seeing any effects yet. But they do have something being lodged in them. Yeah, maybe I should review the trailers around this hour and like start a little bit earlier because that's fun. Oh yeah, Mark of Death. Okay. So maybe they do have their own mark here. That could imply their own status. Okay. It seems very simple, but this is also an event reward ID. So our expectations, I don't think they should be low, but it being simple makes more sense. Maybe this bloody hacksaw implies that they're bleed. You never know. Maybe it's a bind ID? That could be fun. He's bleed, bind burn, bind bleed. I can see bind bleed. It's free. It is free. It is indeed free. Every time I click on this, it tends to minimize. Now, I do want to see, like... I want to just see where... Oh, wait, nope. Flex the bleed. Oh, there's the blood. There's the blood. Yep. This sucker is going to be bleed, ain't he? There it is. There it is. Kurkum Youth was an event ID as well, but he's goated. Yeah. I think expectations should be lower, not in general, just for this than other IDs that come out. Because Ishmael is Ishmael, right? I think Ishmael's damn good in the Kurokuma team. There are foolish confolks scaling the walls to flee into the other districts even as we speak. I don't like the implications of that, actually, if we're gonna call this Korea. But that's probably an economic deal. That's probably... Actually, it's probably a lot of things now that I think about it. Okay, now we've got the Ongdu ID. LCD Oster team. This is what I'm excited for. Dude, if you had told me, like, 2 years ago that Ongdu was going to be this relevant, like, egg on my face, sure, but I'm happy with this. Dude, Ongdu deserves to have this. Like, Ongdu drinking, like, tea, sitting in an office, getting to enjoy the sights. Like, this is kind of, I wouldn't exactly say the dream, but it's like, I'm interested in her story now. This is a good fish out of water deal. Ishmael charge. Is this North Korean dictator behavior? I want to see more before I make that kind of claim. Behavior, perhaps, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on in this ballpark. There's a lot of dictators. I'll take over as I am bidden to carry myself. We know she's from S-Corp because of the way she speaks. Like, in lore, in Project Moon, they say that people from S-Corp have a very distinct accent. Let's see. We efficiently give me death. I respect that. I also think it's interesting that she, in this ID, is treating herself as one of the few that calls herself the Blade lineage, as if there are none left, like no other groups. Because it was implied that there were some groups other than Kim's group. Maybe that's going to be disproven. Either way, we can see there's bleed. And of course, she's referring to Moses here. Let me just give a quick refresh. The jet arm? The jet arm is so cool, dog. Also, Hong Lu's no longer on screen, so there's that. Let's see. Maybe charge poison, something else for this? I think charge poise bleed would be fun. What would that be? Plarge? That sounds like a Plarge stance. I draw the arc of my blade along the trajectory of my life. I cut down what must be felled and still the lifeblood of that which must be killed. Okay, that's nothing useful. Oh, I didn't recall this part. Her with Kim Meursault. 3 units. Also, this is not much. This is not much. I just think it's funny. I didn't expect we'd see N-Corp units in shorts. Or are they just tucked in? Or are their pants just tucked in? I guess they're just tucked in. It's just a long jacket and a vest. Okay, never mind. I guess you would want the gauntlets over the white slacks. That's fair. So is this like... Let me just check on this. So this is Kim here. Okay, lost the counter. On counter, 1 hit, 2 hit, and then uses a skill -2 or just another skill. Okay, so she's a middle ID. She's a lust middle ID. Got it. Or Greaves, yeah. Oh no, it's like yield my flesh to claim the... You're so right, actually. Also, this gauntlet, which by the way is going to cause her hell in N-Corp. Wait. Oh, I see. It's coming together. The plot is coming together a bit. I'm not saying all these threads are connected, but like, it's making sense. Moses also has the prosthetic arm. This is true. And it also is one that lets Diaz know where she is at all times. Oh my god, the implications there for Ongdu are not good. Remember, it's not all members of Nagalund Hammer hate prosthetics. But probably the ones we're fighting absolutely do. Like, for instance, I don't think Herman gives a shit. But I also don't think she's gonna stop. Indifference sides of the oppressor and that, like, shit like that. Escort me and TV passing through hard times. Yeah, and I'm just gonna show my indifference by refreshing. There we go. There we go. Still no IDs. That is still fine. We've got plenty we can address. Ongdu loses her arms part 2. Is she gonna be like Edward fucking Elric? This alley was not quite so wretched in form, was it, Mentor? That sounds like Ongdu. She would call Moses Mentor. Now the big boy, Shadow-Vested Bladesinger. Can I just say, this Eco's existence makes me so fucking happy. Gameplay-wise, lore-wise, for people that love Kim, which I think is way more than I expected. Mr. Cromer's father, who might be important for the next Kanto, I'm sure he will be. No, I have no doubt. I'm not even counting slashes on this until we get number of coins. But that's at least 3 attack weight. But you're here for the sink. Okay, that's a skill 1, I guess. That's a skill 2, I guess. Okay, that's a counter. That's a regular-ass counter. And you're about to yield some flesh with greater attack weight. Okay, this really is screaming to me like it's gonna be just a buff. I don't think it's a sink, I think it's a buff. If I'm wrong, but like... I think they're just showing off like what it's like when you use the ID afterward. I don't know. They usually drop the kit 20 minutes ago. They do, yes. Oh, so hi, Duty. Oh wait, Ezgu, are you here? Oh hey, Goo. They haven't been late to kit reveal drops in a while, have they? I think there was one like last month where it took them like almost an hour, but no, they are definitely late here, Goo. Yeah. Alright, let's see. What are we doing distortion-wise? Man still has to have his funny drink. The background is very nice, though. Oh, yeah, and there's the laugh. And now we're Queen from Slay the Spire 2. And now everyone's gonna get to hear what Bamboo Hatted Kim sounds like. Alright, let's see. Like, I'm right back against the cliff's edge. Hold on, no, you get back here, silly billies. Hold on. I'm left bereft of paths. That sounds like an Ongdu line. Okay, anything else to take from note? I want to guess we're in the N-Corp back streets. I don't know, this that's my way of saying that this place looks low income. My hand hesitates with no room to place the stone. Okay, that is so metaphorical, it sounds like Ongdu. Or Yi-Song. Someone from S-Corp. Oh, wait, what do we have here? Hold on, this is nifty. Oh, a little N-Corp mark. That's interesting. Okay. Sounds like Kim lines? Oh, you're probably right. No, that could do it, Cause Kim basically lost everything, which is really rough for him. I kind of feel for him. I want to feel for him more. Misjudgment's version when contemplations harrow the mind indeed. Yeah, I could see that being Kim. God! This is gonna be such a good interval, oh man! Also, I didn't even catch the photographs. So this is Kim's background. This here looks like a reference to S-Corp as well as Kim's background. You can see the logo here. I can't really make out what's going on in many of these other ones, though. That's what's tricky. He's so tall? Yeah. Doesn't Kim's distortion speak, though? Does it? I don't recall it speaking. I remember it growling. I remember it growling at us. Also, 2026, 11 through 7-9? Dude, Kanto 10 is coming fast. I genuinely am starting to think that Kanto 10 is going to come out quicker than Kanto 9 did after Kanto 8, and Kanto 8 did after Kanto 7. Also, hello, Ezra. It is good to see you. Also, hello, Meursault. Your time is coming. He spoke in the Fathoms? I think that's different. I think speaking in the Fathoms is like, you're reading their mind. I don't think we were actually, like, having him talk with us in his Fathoms. I think that's like a mind read situation. Also, I don't know what relevance Faust has here. Maybe she has it. Every other character in this shot has some relevance. You have these two on the DD team, especially Ongdu, Kim, of course, being the subject matter. Meursault, this is his home. Escorp, it's about his home. What is Faust's relevance here? Like, it's not a complaint, it's a genuine curiosity. He can speak directly to us, yeah. It's the T-Corp trio Dante wanted to... You make a point. But, like, that was because we were jailed. Oh my god, are we gonna get jailed again? That's actually funny if true. That's very funny if true. Still no details on the kits, though. That being said, we still have more we can look into. Here, how about this? How about this? Let's pull up the Limbus company fucking update notice. You got that. Faust just wanted to come for fun, taboo, violate, another detective conto? Maybe. Will the kits drop in 4 minutes? Sometimes they drop in 26 minutes ago. Sometimes they drop in 34 minutes. I just set this up to where I don't need to wait for more than an hour to expect the kits to drop. For now, though, we can just chill. Here, let me get another sip. God, there's something nice about just the tiniest bit of vanilla creamer. It's simple, basic bitch, but it doesn't overpower the coffee. Especially on a breakfast blend, you don't want to overpower that. Maybe the real taboo was the Walpurgis fun spent along the way. Yeah, you're reminding me of my experience with Refraction Railway 6, which I do plan to come back to, by the way. About that, before I get to this, because, like, interesting stabilization details. So for those who don't know, I made a community post recently, I'm sure a lot of people saw it, where I'm banned from using 36 IDs for a year. That is from a challenge from the Refraction Railway 6 stream. Where I had to beat in a certain number of turns, where I would lose 12 IDs, and I kept doing double or nothings. And I would just add on challenges and restrictions. Some of them were random, like you can't use Heisho packs, or you can't use Lust skills, and I still want to beat it. I still really want to beat it because it's really fun, but I'm probably going to start over, and I'm going to stream it. I keep bumping the mic, apologies. I'm probably going to stream it, like, once a week? During any week I don't have any other streams. So we're kind of screwed during APR, but I still want to fucking do it. I still think it's a lot of fun. It's great, it's great. What time is it for you? It's like almost 5 a.m. It's almost 5 a.m. There we go. All your IDs got eaten? It's fine. People make too big a deal about not having the latest IDs. It's okay. In fact, we're gonna just go into not having them, with this intervallo. You know what? Let me read through the news on the intervallo, and I'll tell you what we're doing as a challenge for that stream, because I think it's really fun. I think it's gonna be really fun. Why are you all up so early? Because the kits are releasing any minute. Alright, we've got new identity and ego. This is all the same stuff, like, hey, here's the new target extractions, here's the new updates, here's the size of it, here's, like, stabilization details where apparently there have been crashes on mobile. I am grateful to be on desktop a lot of the time, but I'm sure this is wonderful for mobile users, so that it's stabilized. I'm happy for y'all. Let's see. What are we gonna get? We got the target extractions, new announcers, new content, Mnestic experience. I might just be buying this to short my identity reserve, or my ego reserves, my lunacy reserves, rather. New packs. New spinning hay. Oh, great, a takeoff module for the hay pack. I wonder why. New Dante's notes! Ooh, that's gonna be good and juicy. Mirror Dungeon Ego Improvement Notice. The effects of 6 existing ego gifts will be partially adjusted. Let's see. Vestiges of the King. Oh wait, Shaolin in a Flask. Upon winning an encounter, gain 2 ego resources for 2 least known affinities? Oh, that's gonna be great for solos. I'm happy for solo players on Shaolin in a Flask. Good on you. Vestiges of the King. Starting from number 7, I think this is from King and Binds. At the start of the same turn, it substitutes in, heals 10 SP, gain 2 Clash Power up. When identity is substituted in, said identity heals 10 SP and gains 2 offense level up and 2 Clash Power up at the start of the same turn it substitutes in. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. Yeah. Railway Binds, yeah. Burning Fate. I'm assuming that's a Kanto 9er. Oh, is this for, like, the Bull? Max burn potency plus 30. On Clash win against targets that have burn, activate burn on target once to reduce target's burn count. Wait, that's good. That burn kind of needs that. The previous effects will be collectively adjusted to the effects under changes. Okay. Burning phase from the bearer of weight pack. Ah, okay. On skill use against enemies that burn, gain offense level up equal to... This is so good! What the hell? That's from the extreme pack? Okay, well then it's warranted. That's so good. I love it. Let me just refresh. What you got? Kits are still not out. That's fine. Searing Brass. When activating burn, this is removed. This effect is removed. When activating burn, Wrath Resin times 10% chance to deal burn potency times count divided by 11 wrath damage, or reduce target's burn count by 1. So I think this was the Brazen Bull one that also upped the burn limit. So instead, they added a base enhancement stage. When an enemy takes burn damage, deal wrath damage equal to burn potency skills that inflict burn potency, count, or unique burn and deal 20% damage. Thinking that through. Wow, okay. Deal wrath damage equal to burn potency skills. Wait, that inflicts burn potency, burn counter, unique burn, deal plus 20% damage. Oh, there's supposed to be a period here. When an enemy takes burn damage, deal wrath damage equal to burn potency. Okay, that makes sense. And then skills that inflict burn potency, burn counter, unique burn, deal 20% extra damage. That actually is really good. Okay, that is really nice. Hi, welcome. I'm glad we're getting new team tags to the team building game more specific. It's nice to be able to call a team Miller whatevs. I agree. Hello, Olette. It is warm outside. Happy summer. Well, it's not summer yet. Oh my god, I'm gonna get to go to a water park for the first time in like 5 years soon. I'm so happy. Soothe the Dead. Oh, good. I've been wanting the reason to get this. Inflict 3 burn count to all enemies and randomly inflict a total of 15 burn potency between all enemies. Sure. Now, inflict plus 6 burn count to all enemies and randomly inflict... So they just upped the burn count. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Can I get a summarization of what this is? We are looking at updates on the new Intervalo, and they've made some changes to Ego. A lot of them are burn, which makes me very curious about why. I don't think I need to read too much into it, though. But no, that is a lot. Like, more burn count? Especially if they're gonna have more ways to, like, juice the burn? That's pretty good. Anything said on the Project Moon Twitter account? I will refresh it again, but not really. Maybe you just asked at the right time, though. Not yet. And then Old Dopo Road. And then added, specifically for Blade Lineage Mentor Meursault, cannot be staggered from damage during the turn this unit has equipped the Yield My Flesh skill. Wait, that is good! We need that! Shit. Alright. I'm game. New tags will be added to the content and other categories in the team. Fucking thank you! Oh my god, we needed this! Can we please can we go one step further and just make it a search bar? Can it just be a search bar, please? Okay, I guess it's not a search bar. Can we just type it, please? I would love to be able to just type it. But you know what? This is still nice. This is still an improvement. That's fine. Oh well. The sorting of the passives UI on the left side of the battle screen will be improved, fixing the issue where the passive UI started differed between battles with substituting units and those without. Wait, really? Oh, you mean on the... Okay, so mid-battle, the passives UI will be changed. How so? Combat passive will be sorted by deployment order regardless of whether substituting units are present, while support passive will be sorted by substitution order. Let's give it a look. I guess we can't see it yet. And now we got bug fixes. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Does anyone care about bug fixes? Does anyone care about reading bug fixes? Like, genuine question. I know it sounds sarcastic here, but like, I do not know anyone that cares about reading bug fixes. Unless they're funny. Me, yes, and no. Nah. Okay, that's 2 me's. That's 3 me's, which is more than I expected. I'm gonna be real. Skip. I will skim it. I'll skim it for anything major. I heard people saying Hong Lu was burn? I didn't catch that. Benaya, where are the kits? That's what I'm asking, dog. Okay, Corpus Theater is an interesting one. Let's see. Fix an issue where the effects of Corpus Theater inflicted by Ring Nurse Father Hong Lu would only be activated via bleed inflicted by allies, without activating bleed inflicted by enemies attacker. Okay, that's a fair one to fix. Let's see. An animation for Miller's father Otis would be skipped, and all enemies would be determined as defeated. Interesting, but alright. Hornet's passive would be activated while the ally is staggered. I guess I forgot Blade Lineage Salsu Otis existed. Let's see. The decisive dive. The skill 3, if target's HP is below a percentage, final power plus 2 effective would not be summoned into the clash power forecast during combat command process. Okay, so they were just calculating it wrong. That's fine. English only fixed an issue where some names of enemy units in Lei Hang stage will not be displayed fully. I guess I probably should have just said the stage number because that's a spoiler, but whatever. It's also wrong, so I guess I just won't state it because that's not Lei Hang stage, but whatever. It's initially fixed for both stage, 833 enemy, that's fine. Also it's Lei Hung from what I've been told. Which I think is just a local pronunciation, but I gotta get that right. When Faust uses skill under the Iron Maiden state, set out any sort of image spread is displayed abnormally. Oh right, that reminds me. So, I'm gonna send this link to y'all. I will be reviewing the submissions for this very soon, like maybe today. But this Saturday, I'm gonna be doing, and I want to do this while I've got your guys' attention here. I'm gonna be doing a Hear Me Out stream with Shenpai and Volpixie on Project Moon characters. And I realized that I have to get rid of a bunch of the submissions because Shenpai is another creator that's currently going through Library of Ruina, and I don't want to get spoiled by it, and he's currently in Urban Plague. Can we switch music? Yeah, this one's been repetitive. I'm gonna switch it soon. But I want to give you guys a chance to submit before it's gone. Just know that if you submit anything that is like past Urban Plague and Library of Ruina, it will get removed, and you have like 5 hours, or maybe 8, until I do it. Let's swap this out. Good Day Detective? This is fine. But yeah, I just want to get you the actual, you know, a chance now that the correction's been made. We've got a lot of them now, like 65 so far. I'm going to whittle them down further, but I'm going to level you guys. If anyone hasn't hear me out for like objects, like ego gifts, or even UI elements or items, I'm going to tell you right now, if someone puts in the extraction ticket and makes a flavorful enough description, you're getting in. You're getting in. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Okay, let's see. Let me refresh this to see if we got the kits. Not yet. That is fine, actually, because we still have all reliable to do. Are Limbus submissions allowed? Yes, all Project Moon submissions are allowed, whether they're from any of the 3 games, any of the side stories. But the only issue is that if they're from after Urban Plague in Library of Ruina, they're just gonna get removed because they don't want to give Shen spoilers. That's all, that's all. Let's see. I mean, Bone Steak, there you go, there you go. Is Shenpai going to LR completely blind, or are they spoiled on some stuff? Listen, I wasn't there. She's busy, so I only talked to her with the essentials. So take what I say with a grain of salt. But she has played the game live in the public, so I would imagine she has been spoiled by as much as anyone that does that has, with the amount of people that are around as she gets. So I would say she probably has been spoiled a bit against her will, but I don't think it's ruined it for her, thankfully. Hear me out on Big Bird? Just post it. Just post it. Here you go. It's for APR. You'll be going to a good cause. Now, let's do one of our old reliables. Let's see. What the fuck was I searching up? Right. Limbus Wordle. We are going to play Limbus Wordle. And if I lose it, I gift you 5 subs. I gift 5 memberships. Jar Elder, put it in. Put it in. I'm gonna pin this. Here, you know what? Hear me out APR submission link. Here we go, and I'm gonna pin this. Pin message, there we go. Alright, there we go, there we go. She has watched the pack good for lobotomy core, this is true. Alright, we'll play this, and if I lose, I gift memberships. Let me just check something. Oh no! Oh, have they not been updating it? Oh, did they stop updating this? Oh no, Limbus Wordle! When did they stop updating it? They got the Mao branch. Oh no, hold up. Nurse Father. Oh, did they stop with season 7? Oh, that sucks. I think this only goes through season 6 now. That's a shame. That's a real shame. There should be another one that's updated. Oh, let's see. I'll refresh this to see if the kits are out. I know you guys will tell me, but still. Let's see. If it takes too long, you know what? No, new answer. New answer. If I remember there is, if you want to link it to me or my mods, I might try it. But how about this? Damn, Ryoshi really delayed the Nurse Fathers. I know, Frapollo. It's so rough. Also, hey, good to see ya. How you doing, man? Oh wait, that's right. It's probably like late morning, afternoon for you. How you been, dog? I hope you've been doing well. We haven't I don't know. I feel like I never get an excuse to talk, which is fine, but it's like, you're one of the people I've been wondering, fuck, what's going on in their life? I don't know why I'm just talking to you so casually in front of like my entire ass chat, but whatever. I hope you're doing well. But if we gotta wait anyway, how about we just do a little mirror dungeon action? I'm limited on my IDs anyway, so I may as well get used to using them. Pretty good, refreshing page to see new IDs and movesets. You and me both, brother. Yo, where's the kits? You and me both, brother. Oh, what are you running? Ain't we all refreshing, lads? Come, yay! It's good to see you, dog. Yeah, everyone is just in our little waiting room right now. It's a great time. Oh, that's great, that's great. Okay, guys, let me actually show you this, because I feel like they're gonna appear any minute. Here, let me pop this. Also, quick reminder, this is what defeating YouTube looks like. You can't recommend me anything anymore. However, let me go over to my posts. Let's see. Owen Plays feels good? Honestly, I would not be opposed to doing shit if shit happens. That makes it sound like I'm down for a threesome. That's not what I meant. I'm not into that. As if anyone was asking. No, let me go into the posts. So I want to show you guys this. I mentioned it before, but since we have time, I want you guys to see this. So, as I mentioned, there are certain IDs that I'm not allowed to use. It's effectively every Season 7 ID, except I think Index Faust. And we are going to run a mirror dungeon. Also, this is Valentino Rojo, by the way. And this is Lucio Heathcliff, by the way. I just got here, they delayed. Yeah, they're absolutely delayed. Let me refresh again, because you never know. I'm actually getting tired of this track. Jesus Christ, everyone really is up waiting, man. Why'd they ban Potential Man? For funsies. Actually, no, I want Mad Rat Dead. But now, I can actually practice doing, like, the Blade lineage in a mirror dungeon. There's every chance we get, like, 2 nodes in, and just it goes nowhere. It goes nowhere. Who banned G-Corp Gregor? I mean, G-Corp Gregor is a great passive. You gotta know that one. We're talking Limbus, yeah. Anyway, so I'm no longer allowed to use those live on stream for any challenge. And that includes just doing a plain-ass mirror dungeon. So, let's just see if I can make a little silly team here. Let's go with an actual Blade lineage team for now. Let's do that. Still a whole ban spot? Nah. It's all worked out. I don't think you're banned, surprisingly enough. I guess I could keep Mao Ryoshu on deck. That's fine. Should have banned Doofy, tell that to chat. It was their power, they decided. I'm pretty sure Heisho Faust is also banned, but that's fine because we got Blade Lineage Faust. G-Corp Greg the Healing Go to solo passives? I know, it's such a shame. But we've got Blade Lineage E Song, his oldest non-base ID. What else? Technically, Full Stop is still in play. I think Full Stop is fine. Full Stop is good. That's a Poise team if I ever saw one. Bringing the Monolith, the West are distorting Frey. Frey, you mentioned in the challenge post that you can't do challenges to gain back a child. Care to emphasize? Yeah. So this is my favorite part. This is what makes it all worth it. Either I have to beat the same challenge in Refraction Railway to get back 12 of my kids, Or I can gamble with another creator in a challenge, and they have to take the burden of being banned from my kids instead of me. If I win. And if I lose more children. I'm gonna keep phrasing it like that because I think it's really funny. But yeah, I think, I always liked little tournament ideas. I always like little tournament ideas like from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! With the star chips or the locator cards, where you just have a little currency you bet. And I think banning access to IDs is a great version of that. How many kids do I have? At least 36 I'm banned from. It's okay, my dad actually has at least 7, and I only know about 3 of them. Phrase not Carmen, true. What's your thoughts on the photographs Meursault theory, if I may ask? Can you elaborate? I have not heard about that. Photographs Meursault. Like he was made to look at photographs? Because I feel like that's reasonable. Where the kid reveal? I don't know, dude. Let's see. Free Fight's back for custody of their children challenge, but it's a year-long arc, which I think is a lot of fun. I think it's so cool. What do I want? Are you gonna be the lone Kurokumo? Wait, did Zhang's office get banned? I forget. I gotta double check. Let's give it a look. I think they did, but I could be wrong. If so, that actually sucks. Oh, Kurokumo is banned. So I actually can't use that one. How about Zhang's office? No, Zhang's office is in there. Yeah, I can't use that. I can't use that, Ishmael. Let's see. Every day I yearn for the hole in the man Meursault scrapped ego to return. Maybe. Okay, someone said there was a theory about Meursault? I haven't seen them elaborate on it yet, so I guess we can wait a bit. Let's see. So, what else? I guess that means Pequod Captain is in play. We could do that, sure. And then Roja. I mean, she's got Kurokumo, but that's more bleed than poise. Fabus Dawson is banned. Did they get Koja? I mean, I wouldn't want to use Koja. I could use Spy Association if I wanted to. Gunshots being translated as photos Meursault took an N-Corp? I never heard of that one. I'm skeptical just because I'm generally skeptical of a lot of theories. I kind of want to make a video on good theories. Interest check is, would anyone want to see a video on what makes for a good PM theory? We'll just do this because Roja has a really good passive. Like, this is just a good passive. It's basically a 20% damage buff in general. This is banned. John N. Corp. Where are the IDs? You and me both, brother. Let's see. I subbed for the theories. Why would I ever say no? You make a point. Sank Association. Oh, no, Blade Lineage. What am I saying? It's gotta be Blade Lineage. I'm pretty sure this Heisho is also banned, by the way. But we do have Blade Lineage Otis, so there's that. And then for Heisho Pack... No, for Gregor, rather. He's got Kurokumo. I could do Twin Hooks. Twin Hooks kind of nice. Also, LCB Sinner for the passive, not bad. Alan with least HP heals 5 HP. Well, definitely not as good as G-Corp Gregor. You kind of got me there. I think we go Twin Hook. I think Twin Hook is fine. We are never getting these kits, yeah. Are you going 15 full 60? No, because I have like 5 minutes. I have like 5 minutes to do this. I just want to get like refreshed with this is all. Bro, where are they? It's actually getting to be a bit late. If they don't come in 10 minutes, it's actually going to be a little ridiculous. Does the ban IDs also count as bench IDs? Yes. And let me double check that I haven't gotten any that are banned. My main thoughts are on the Ryoshu more than anything else. Priest is also nice in Pride Resin. You make a point. I would think I'd be more likely to field Priest. How many of these are Poise? Poise. That's 6 so far. 7, 8, 9. I think getting 10 would be nice to push it over. Well, no, because that's already here. Okay. Let's see. Maybe they finally decided to stop giving it to us? If that's the case, I chose the perfect time to stop doing them. I chose the perfect time to tap out, though I would feel bad for my fellow creators. Let me just double check on Ryoshu? Like H-Corp Ryoshu, Heisho Ryoshu? I don't see Heisho Ryoshu. Actually, I don't see Mao Ryoshu, so I think we're safe on that. I think this is a fair team. All right, I'll refresh again, because this is now around the latest the kits have taken ever, and they're still not out. Let me check on Steam, because maybe they just want on Steam. Maybe they just want them on Steam. Let's see. Nope, shut up, Steam. I don't want to hear this. No. Nothing. Oh, well. Please solo with Prager. I appreciate you asking nicely, but no. I do not wish to. I'll just use 120. We'll do a regular 120. I think normally I do an L formation. Yeah, I think I'll just go for the L formation on this one. That's fine. Maybe something happening at the office? Perhaps. You never know. Okay, let's swap tracks. Day passes. What's this? That's good. Maybe the carrot fills with the semi-trucks we drove to get here. Yeah, maybe we just gotta keep running over webcomic artists until they get better. Also, by the way, I saw the TTS finale. That shit was good. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna spoil it. Please don't give spoilers in the chat if you saw it. I was happy with it. I think it went a little differently than I expected, but then again, I think, what the fuck else should I have expected? I think for me it was like, damn, there were forks in the kitchen. You're right. One spoiler after, it was very good. Yeah. Happy with it. Delayed, it seems like it. You're seeing it tomorrow? You're gonna have a good time. My theater, out of curiosity, for those that have seen it, how are your theaters? My theater was nice. I got people that like were giving like little chuckles every so often and like laughing. It wasn't like a Minecraft movie sitch, which I wasn't expecting, but it's always in the back of your head like, is this gonna happen? But it was just nice. Just nice. Let's refresh. My theater is great. Aren't kids meant to be out by now? Yeah. Keyword is meant to be though. I know I sound so sassy. Kids released on 12/30. Yeah. Full of cosplayers. Oh, you know what? The person that was taking tickets did have a Pomni cosplay. That was cool. I'll take Outcast for this. I know that getting Nebulizer is very tempting, but I want to get like high tiered gifts, and then Carmilla is just nice, so we'll go for that. I also have not done a mirror dungeon on stream in a bit, and I kind of like that energy. I kind of like doing that. Almost been an hour? Yeah, it's almost been an hour. Okay, we're slapping away the hands so that I can, like, quickly get additional... I guess we're playing the feud. Fuck it. Don't spoil the nearest movie theater that has it as a 4-hour drive and I don't own a car or how to drive. Dude, we're not gonna spoil it. Anyone that spoils it gets banned, even fake spoilers. Mods, you're officially on, like, Kanto 10 level spoiler duty for TADC. What's your favorite keyword to run in MDE? That's a good question. Believe it or not, I haven't done a lot of MDE outside of like the visual challenges I've done because I just had other stuff going on. Which I want to make a channel update video about soon. It's just that this week is also busy, which is like apparently my catchphrase now. As far as MDE fights, after a while it feels like you just get a lot that blur together. Like it's everything. It's so many different strats. If I have to pick one, Burn. I think Burn's just consistent. I think Burn just makes me happy. I think Burn's just a stats that makes me happy. Did the details release yet? No, they haven't. Also, let me just set the sound effects audio up. There we go. Now you can hear music. I'm sure that makes you feel better. Also, I love the idea of people coming in who know about the IDs that got banned, seeing me use Bladesinger Jodas, thinking, oh god, oh no, what have we done? Look at what they've been reduced to! When it's really just fine, it's a mirror dungeon, it's not that bad. Oh, this is actually a good chance. You can't hear the game? Okay, that's fine. I've had the audio mostly off. I keep forgetting, I've gotta set the fucking audio every time I start stream. And I never expected to actually play it. Okay, there we go. Okay. But no, so I've got a plan for how I want to handle Kanto 10. So you guys know how recently I've been doing this thing where if you donate, then I just ban an ID or ego for the rest of the run, right? Like, that's a fun thing. That's fine. That's usually an addition. It's usually like on top of something else. But what if we did it the opposite way? And I instead turned Kanto 10 into a Nuzlocke. Maybe not Nuzlocke, but like a roguelike rather. Not a Nuzlocke, but a roguelike. A procedurally generated way of building teams. So hear me out here. We start off in the... We get this. We start off in the Intervalo with me not allowed to have any IDs or ego. They're all just several coins, huh? I think I want Hong Lu. This is like a 50-50. Where I'm not allowed to use any IDs or ego in Kanto 10 beyond base, right? But then every time I win a fight, in the intervalo, I spin a wheel and I get access to 3 random ones. Permanently. Like, donos can't ban them, it's not that kind of deal. It's just I get access to them. And then after every fight, starting from the intervalo and going onward throughout Kanto 10, we just keep spinning wheels and I get access to 3 more. But then, if I won a specific one, I have to trade in 2 of those drops I got to get a specific one. And like all the bans that already exist are still in play. That still happens. That's still real. I think this is interesting. I think that would be a fun way to handle it. We'll max out on poise. We'll max out on poise. That's fine, that's fine. Donations can increase the odds of rolling a particular ID or ego? Ooh, wait, no, that's an idea, because one thing that was stopping was like, I want chat, sorry. Until YouTube allows us to get channel points, donos are like the one ways that chat can get, like, can interact with this, with the streams, right? So I want there to be some way. I guess technically they could remove stuff from the wheel, but I feel like that's too much. There's already like 36 IDs removed. That would be too much. Oh, but what I could do... No, okay, here's what we do. Tell me what you think about this. We usually did it, like $5, remove an ID or ego from use. We could do $5 to increase the odds of an ID or ego from getting picked. And then $10 to remove it from the wheel. But I can still get it if I really want it by trading in IDs and ego, right? It's a trade-in deal. Maybe that's it? Since you're basically getting distorted code, does that mean possibly maybe Donkler could one day have a crying children ego? This is a dangerous statement for me to make. But if that happens, that's one case where I might make a Philip update. Maybe. Don't hold me to that. The update video I made about why sequels don't happen still stands, but I have been waiting for a specific time for, like, an excuse. So we'll see. Yep, not out. We could add another instance of an ID on the wheel. I mean, that's the same as, like, changing the odds on it. Because I can, like, just make a section of the wheel larger. That's how that works. Imagine if it's delayed for 2 hours. I don't think this is the first time the kids got delayed by this. First time in recent history, at the very least. This is the longest I've experienced, for sure. But that's fine. What does answer is what... Ask you the process... What does answer what... Answer is what was asked of you in the prompt. This is required to submit your character. So that's referring to the, pinned... That's referring to the Hear Me Out survey. I made a question in there, where if you read the prompt, it tells you what to put in for the first answer. And I do that just so that I make sure that people that are answering did read the full thing. It's a helpful filter. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is. You will find the answer by reading the prompt. For me, whenever I have to do stuff like that, because I get that with other people's surveys, I just read it out loud to myself. You will see it if you read it out loud to yourself, I promise. I believe in you, you've got this. It will not be difficult, I promise you. Let's see. Oh, guys, Project Food Fans need to read. Guys, I'm gonna be so real with you guys. I'm so over the Project Moon fans can't read joke. I've gotten over the past, like, year or so, no, not year, 7 months, 7 months. Like, I think I've talked about this. I don't think ad nauseum, but I've talked about this once or twice. I am so over the Project Moon fans can't read joke. Because now I think, like, at first it was funny, and it can still be funny. Every meme can be funny in the right setting. Okay, you need to lose a different kind of Clash Meursault. Do you think the issue will be charge or poise? I think she'll be bleed, just because we saw the trailer. I would like charge and poise to be a part of it. I'd like her to be a 3 statuser. That being said, I'm very over it because I think people use that as a reason to, like, just say very uninformed stuff and then deflect by saying, well, you can't get on me for being wrong about that and making a big deal about it and being really annoying about it because Project Moon fans can't read. Why would you expect more from me? And I feel like that's defeatist. I feel like that's like saying, you know, why try to make anything better? I believe in people. I believe in the indomitable human spirit. I think that's fine. Project Moon fans can't win their clashes at 45 SP. That's actually a funny one. I'm down for that one. I'm down for that one. We have 0 charge poise, right? Good question. I'm inclined to say yes, which is a very interesting combination. It's officially been an hour, yeah. If she had a special effect yet. New series today, Project Moon fans can read where you bust myths and misinformation. That's actually kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Did I miss the kits? No, the kits missed you. They haven't come out yet. Me when I shoot a chatter because I'm bored? Yeah. It isn't even mean at this point, it's just true. That's the thing, it's not though. You're very capable of it. I mean, not you specifically. Well, I'm sure you specifically, yes. I'm not trying to out you specifically. No, I'm not gonna read your name. The kits are out, the kits are out on Steam, the kits are out. Okay, there we go, there we go. Okay, okay. Here. Fuck this run. We're going to the window. Okay, there we go. It's officially, so the window literally is 1 hour. It is 1 hour. Alright, alright, alright. Get your asses into gear, Chad. Get hyped, get excited. I'm turning the sound effects off. Alright, I'm loading it up, I'm loading it up. I'm refreshing, I'm refreshing. Let's find it. They're out on Steam, they said. Let me go to news. Let me go to the news. View all. Okay, yep. No, they're here. They're... Whoa. Whoa, they changed them. Excuse me? Wait, they changed the template for them. Wait, this is actually really cool. Hold on, hold on. Let me open up the tabs real quick. It'll take me a second. But this is a really cool way to do it. Well, okay. I'm a neophile, so I like seeing new stuff. So I don't know if it's really cool just yet. But so far, I think it's cool. Technically, Ishmael is a 3-pager, but that's not as damning as it might sound. It's okay. It's okay. Don't let that spook you yet. This is cool though. Hold on, hold on. Okay, let me open up window capture and then change this over to this. They changed the template. Okay, so now we've got like a summary page, which is really damn cool. And now we've also got the actual deeds, which I guess is like they wanted to, you know, just have a little summary so that they wouldn't have to cram everything in. Throwing the Aura port. Wait, what is Aura? No wonder it took so long. Yeah, maybe that's why. They had to change the formatting. Oh god, this makes me actually want to do a kit review. Oh well. And then I think this is it. Like, this is the entire kit. Okay, let's take a look at how this works. Like, look here! Meursault's? New skill deets are here. Okay, it does have a passive. That's a lot of passive effects. And then Ishmael is technically a 3-pager. Ooh, she's got a good chunk of passives. Wait, 2 passives here. Is that all? Wait. Okay, she's got 1, 2, 3 passives. Okay, and it does show 3 passives. Hold on. It does show 2 passives. Okay, no, I think this is really cool. Meursault's ego is pride, knew it? Well, yeah, the sun is yellow. I guess technically you could say it's white. The sky is blue. It's fine. That is 7 skills. Ooh, okay. All right, we got a lot to dig into. Let me do my shilling. I need to do my my obligatory shilling. Oof, meanie? Yeah, might be a little mean on that one. That's fine. All right, cool. Let's just post this shit on twitter.com. All right, let me get the link. Link for the stream. Go over to YouTube, and then we'll actually get to review the kits. Isn't that lovely, guys? Okay. Let me go over here, get the link here, post in the Discord, post it on Twitter, get shareable link, cool, and then, yo, they updated the kit format. Technically, Ishmael is a 3-pager now. It's not that deep. We're reviewing the kits live now. Y'all, link in replies. Okay, there we go, there we go. Now I got my funny little Twitter mention, then I'll do my funny little Discord mention. Link. Alright, and then next we go into the Discord, and then after I post in the Discord. Why do I have a link for how to run your own Freddy Fazbear's Pizza? Whatever. At Goonon Alert. Yo, they finally dropped the kits, and they look super different now. We're reviewing them now. Y'all, get in here. Okay, cool. All right, let me open up Notepad. I've already got it prepared. Let me make sure that it's able to display. Let's put the window, or no, let's put Notepad higher. Let's not put the window capture lower. Where are you? Notepad, there you are. Let's lift you up. There you are. Oh, that's way too fucking large. I must have had a reason for that. I think that was probably because I was doing it for the challenge. Okay. Corp Hong Lu. We'll start with Corp Hong Lu. We'll get all the notes down and we'll see where it goes. Kim Salt is Blois? Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Oh shit, no, don't maximize it. Put it down. Corp Hong Lu, okay. So, you know what? Good start. This is just a good little refresher, I suppose. As always, we start with the statuses. So, we'll start with custom statuses. Everyone is Blois? Yes, good, beauty. Escorp really, Othias really did burn down the old kit stuff. How many pages she has? Yeah. All right, custom statuses. We've got Trust Hong Lu. Okay, so we know that this is going to be something that's different for different units. Got it. Lose min and max speed. So this is like a bind situation. They're trying to like capture them. Take more pride damage. Expires when the inflictor, okay, retreats, is killed or inflicts a different target. Makes sense. If you have something that you're using to bind someone, if you're dead, gone, or use it on someone else, you can't do it again. Inflicts on another target. Cool. Oh, I do want to extend this out, though. That's better. Ah! Get back here! Inflicts on a different target. Threat. Okay. And then turn end. Ooh. Lose stack, but only if the inflictor did not hit this unit this turn. Okay, so it very much just needs upkeep. Avulsion wound. We got more bleed. All right, I'm down for that. I feel like bleed is one of the ones that's a lot of fun to play with. Although that might just be sadism talking. Avulsion wound. Avulsion wood. No. Let's see. Turn start. Gain bleed. Sure. Simple. Actually, getting that on turn start kind of nice. I guess bleed count would be more handy, but hey, when isn't it? Turn end. Gain bind next turn. All right. Sounds bleed positive, bleed count. So with these kits, they will normally state whether or not it's counter potency. So if it just says bleed, it's just potency. And then also lose stack. Okay. So far, Hong Lu is definitely going to be the simplest, which makes sense with him being in event ID. Very fine. Now, prisoner transport arrangements. In a clash against enemies that have trust, and we're not going to have other enemies that have trust, so I don't need to specify that it's Hong Lu, but it's still fun, yeah. Gain clash power. Seems similar to the Mao branch. I mean, they are like kind of mercenaries in a way, so I think it's similar in that regard. I think the comparison's fair. On hit against enemies that have trust, inflict, bleed, and gain poise. If there's a time for us to get Blois, it would be now. if there are no trust targets, expires. So what do we have just based on this alone? Your Blois, you like inflicting bind, and you kind of like balancing out your targets based on who can get trust. And you just want someone to have it as often as possible. So that's already here. That's already here. I'm just gonna put in the breakdown once at least one enemy to always have his mark of death. That mark can change. Blois. Also, before I get too far, I'm going to copy this a couple of times. Control-C, Control-V, Control-V, so that I can get this for the other IDs in Ego. Okay, now let's move on to the passives. Still quite simple. And then if I scroll up, Blois, that mark can change. Okay. But he gets buffs from it. Okay. Alright, cool. Now we've got Chunokun. Again, Taboo Hunter effect. This might be something that's replicated across several Chunokun IDs. Not guaranteed, but possible. We've got passives. We'll just put that here. Chunokun. We've got if target has trust. Okay, gain prisoner transport arrangements. Gain PTA. Just gain PTA flat out. That's so easy. That is so fucking easy. When chaining skills, if there is an enemy that has, we'll say trust on, this is not quite accurate, but it's accurate for as long as this is the only ID with trust, so I'm gonna keep it. Then this unit can redirect that enemy's attack skill to itself regardless of speed. Wait, that's already a really good use. That's some Lamp Gregor usefulness right there. Hold on, what does trust even mean? Trust is like, you know, kind of tripped up by a rope in a way. Let's see, or bound. Let's see, trust definition. Trust, to tie, bind, or secure something tightly. Yeah, that makes sense. RJ, help me, I want to go home. Body, you can go home. Body, you can go home. Chat's pretty chill right now. Scouring Hunter Band, and like RJ could take over if you want. And I'm gonna assume RJ's fine. It doesn't matter. Maybe I'm assuming too much. Okay, so it's a speed differential damage. That's fine. If this, okay, we'll just say a speed differential damage. Speed differential damage. There we go. Where are the new IDs based on? Just curious. S-Corp Taboo Hunters, Ongdu, and that's about it. And then Combat Start. Deal more damage for every ally that has a slash pride skill. Ooh, this might be slash season. It's every season. Pride skill equipped this turn. Honestly, slash has just been good ever since season 6. It's only getting better. Like, slash has been getting so much love as of late. It's really damn nice. You know, like, go home because I'm working graveyard shift and I'm currently running on my way. Go so much sugar. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. That's rough. Also, this one is the sin-powered passive. I'm gonna put this down. You can tell because it's the last one on the list. Paste. There we go. Tab. You can just run. You're allowed. Okay. We'll tab. No, I'll do it like this. That's better. Now for the support passive. Let's see. Oh, God. Let's see what we get here. Normal sick. I'm ready for it. So much. I'm so fucking ready. Spiteful Pursuit. When one out of the early split or attacks an enemy that's bind, deal more damage. Ooh, I like that. Very thematic. Ally with the earliest deployment order deals more damage to enemies with a bind. Okay, there we go. Okay, very simple comparatively. Only 4 skills. I shouldn't be too surprised. Let's see, do you even get like attack weight? It doesn't look like it just yet, which is fine. That makes it a little unique. Let's go into the defensive skill first, see what it's got. I mean, only one... This is kind of hitting me as like a Season 5 ID right now. Not necessarily bad, but I think it's interesting. Let's see what we got, let's see what we got. Do you have any hope Kimchi would add Synchro for F-Type 5s? Casamigos that already exist have IDs that match, or you just ignore those? Yeah, I think there's hope. I think Up-Type 5 is just a negative space that he wants to work with, and that's absolutely possible. I think as long as he has fun playing with it, that's what he's gonna do. Feels very Season 3. Interesting. Let's see. Throwing the Aura Bond. What is an Aura Bond? Hold up, hold up. O-H-R-A-B-O-N-D. What is an Aura Bond? It's a hydrocolloid complex for agricultural and landscaping industries. Oh, so it's a reference to S-Corp. That's actually really cool. Okay. McGirdles or muffins? I don't fuck with the sweet part of that McDonald's stuff with breakfast. Though I might get McDonald's breakfast. Anyway, clashable counter. Let's see what we got. At X plus Blois, we'll say. Blois. Gain clash power. On use, gain poise. I'll just say gain poise. I don't think I need to say on use on this one. Add McDonald's products and your life is better. I wish I didn't live in a food desert where the only stuff around me was fast food. Well, I mean, other than grocery store stuff, but like, that's a once every 2 week pilgrimage. Anyway, the kits. Coin effects. Inflict trust. Are you just gonna start the review? Yes, because they only came out like 15 minutes ago. And then on a hit without cracking, inflict bleed. Inflict bleed. Very simple. Very simple. That is fine. Okay. Hunter's Scouring. We're gonna go into skill 3 just so that we can see what we're building up to. Hunter's Scouring. Is it weird to call this refreshingly simple? No, it's not weird. I agree. On use effects. Gain coin power based on Blois. Sure. If target has AW, deal more damage. I'm just expecting Ishmael's kit to like make up for it because that has 7 skills. If target has trust, convert all coins to UBs, and the final coin applies bleed count and attack power down next turn. Ooh. Okay. You know what? That's kind of nice. Attack power down is just kind of valuable. I think I'm gonna out him right now. I see Ezgu loading Deadlock. Good for you, man. Let's see. I do hope we get to see your Rio, though. That would be so cool. Just based on what I saw there. Coin effects. What do we have? Inflict bind. Next turn. Cool. If trust, oh no, if they don't have trust. If target doesn't have trust, inflict trust. Cool. Let's see how many skills inflict trust. I'm just gonna scroll up real quick on that. Target doesn't have trust. Target has trust, gain final power. So trust does not seem to be going up easily. It looks like it's only on the skill 3. Or the counter. Okay, that's classic. This is hitting like a skill 5 ID, man. For an event roll where this low-key slaps, honestly, I think it's fine. I'm a little underwhelmed detail-wise for an event ID after seeing Ring Meursault, but that's okay, Attack right down free rare IDs, that is true. That is indeed true. Maybe it's just that it's not being done in so many words, but the effects are still valuable. Maybe I should value trust more. Maybe that's what it is. Alright, let's see. I welcome simpler IDs. I agree. That does technically mean power creep, but I think we've earned it with like the 3 pagers. Inflict trust, inflict bleed count, inflict bleed, and then on coin 4, I just feel like separating that for no reason in particular. Let's see, better than reading an essay? We'll see. Inflict, bleed, inflict. Oh, I should say coin 4. Also, I realized they do Roman numerals for the coins. That's kind of funny. Inflict AW, and then on crit, inflict AW, inflict Pride Fragility next turn. Pride Fragility's nice. Attack power down is nice. Honestly, a very good restraining move. They already take more Pride damage, so that plus Pride Fragility is nice. I like it. And it also gives Hong Lu his funny little buff, which I'm gonna look at that again. He'll gain Clash Power and inflict both bleed and gain poise. It's not as important, but it's still nice. Let's check out the skill 2. Check out the skill 2. Skill 2 up here. So we've got Evulsion Slash. This has on use effects gain coin power based on Blois. Yeah, no, this really is hitting like a Season 5 ID, just more powerful. Down to the gain coin power based on X, down to the inflict your funny status on the last one with maybe attack weight, which does not appear to be the case. With it being a bleed effect at that, yeah, this is hitting me like a Season 5. Might be useful for a blade lineage team, I wholeheartedly agree. Pride slash Blois, very good. If, oh, typo, 300 lunacy, please. If target has trust, I actually don't like how that sounds. If target has trust, gain final power. You know what? If Rajmoon can misspell stuff, so can I. And then gain poise count. Okay. How's the poise count on this, by the way? Poise count here. Poise count here. Poise count here. Okay, we got consistent count. We got consistent count on every skill. I don't know if I'd go as far to say as this is Pinky Sinclair levels, because, you know, he's, like, specifically poised. But I think, oh my god. Okay, cool, we're good. Ish got updated, I will review that. Thank you, mods, for that. Let's see. So gain poise count on a hit. We will take a look and refresh Ishmael, that is A-okay. We'll say coin effects. Coin effects, gain poise, inflict bleed. And then, that's still basic. And then if target has trust, oh wait, if has X plus trust. So I mean, that at least guarantees that it's 2 minimum. They would lose the stack. It doesn't say expire at turn end, so that at least makes sense. If target has X plus trust, consume trust. Consume trust on target to reuse the coin. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. On target to reuse coin. And then on crit. So this is all on the same crit, or on the same coin, by the way. We'll say on crit, inflict Evulsion Wound. Now we want to see if this actually has a stack. Yeah, it does have a stack. Lose stack. Okay, that's fine. On crit, inflict Evulsion Wound. And then reuse effects on reuse. Let me just scroll down so y'all can see it. These freebie cards look really nice, right? Dude. I think this is a nice little intro to it. I may be winding down on my kit review era, but this is gonna be a fun, like, little splash image to throw in. I like it a lot. On reuse, gain haste next turn. Watch this vid how to tell you. No, I'm not gonna get bogged down by chat stuff. Me, because my partner loves it, but I'm not gonna talk about it. You guys can talk about it if you want. Activate bleed on target. Target loses bleed count. Kinda wish they had a little lore blurb to the first page. Wait, that's such a good recommendation. I would love that. Oh, that's nice. Also, activate bleed on target feels like a high scale Season 5 effect or a Season 6 effect. It is nice to see it on an event ID to show how far we've gotten. What I missed in Season 5? Honestly, this is a very big Season 5 energy ID. I keep saying it and it keeps being true. Let's look at the skill 1. Constricting Aura bonds. The fact that this sounds like something that's used for agriculture or farming, and they're restraining people does not give me good signs for what's going on in an S-Corp. It's probably gonna get nasty. I'm not happy. I mean, I'm happy from a story perspective, like it's gonna be interesting, but like, they're not gonna have a good time. On use. They're revamping the in-game UI as well as the teaser. Some of the in-game UI is being revamped. Gain coin power based on Blois. If target has trust, also gain final power. I'm gonna assume this gets up to like 15 or 16. Gain poise count. Do you think poison should be used like a status? I think it's kind of boring, honestly. I think it'd be like burn, but different. I'm glad that they're splashing it in. I keep trying to say coin, but I mean count. Oh well, oh well. Let's see, and then coin effects. Let's say, gain poise, inflict bleed, potency, and count. Gain poise, inflict bleed, potency, and count. And then inflict bind next turn. 3 Mong is more likely? Yeah. If target has trust. Ooh, increase the stack. Wait, is this a skill 1 I'll actually want to use? Increase the stack? Wait, that's kind of nice. That's good for keeping him up. Wait, I like that a lot. Hold up. How does Meursault Eagle work? We're not there yet. We're probably gonna get to him last. So we'll see it. Trust Hong Lu, there's others. This is future-proofing. They're probably gonna leave themselves open to make more trust units. It might not be for some time though. It might be in Kanto 10. It might be in Kanto 24. But this is like future-proofing because no reason why not. Okay, so that's the entire kit. It fits on 1 page. I'm surprised, but it's very nice. It's very cool. Okay, so what do we do for a breakdown on that, right? We're bloised up. We want to inflict trust. So this is one of those IDs where inflict trust either with skill 3 or with counter. Has to be based off a story character or a generic mook. It could be either one. Or with counter. Also has good multi-slotting use. This is true. So if you do that, this gives Hong Lu extra Blois generation. Right? Yeah, this gives Hong Lu extra Blois generation. And then we also need to keep in mind that we want to keep them slow, so they do more damage. Oh, I didn't even notice this part. If they have trust, double the above damage increase effect. I gotta get that down. Yeah, wait. And then if target has trust, double the damage buff. Hold on here. Nelly upscale a little bit, yeah. And then this gives Hong Lu extra Blois generation. And then what else? We got bleed count and bleed. We got 1 instance of bleed count. We got 2 instances of bleed count. And then we got 1 instance of bleed juicing. So that's 4 out of 6 skills that'll inflict bleed count, and 1 that'll use it up, which is a good ratio. So in my mind, just from a cursory glance, you want to inflict trust. You want to keep the enemy slower however possible and target them. And then you want to maintain trust with skill 1. Should be easier to clash this way because like in Clash against enemies that have trust, gain clash power. So with the way IDs have been going, there is a standard for skill 1 to have anywhere from like 14 to 16 clash power. I'm gonna assume this gets up to 15 based on that average, right? This skill 1. And that is factoring in the coin power and the Trust Hong Lu final power, because they tend to balance it out that way so that it ends with 15. With this, I would assume that this gets up to 16, maybe 17. Even more if they have attack power down from this. So being able to get up to 16 I think is decent. I think it's decent. Maybe 16 on the low end. And then being able to maintain the trust is just nice. Plus, you don't even lose the stack every turn. You lose the stack related to a target. So it's very much a mark of death. We should shorten Blois to just BL so we can probably have Hong Lu BL. I mean, I think that's just a lot to give up, if I'm being real with ya. Then again, you could also just use throwing the Aura Bond as the Clash will counter if you really need it. And with the Pride, actually you might even do that because when change deals to the enemy unit has trust. Oh no, it's not based on Pride. I could have sworn Jordan should real that as a slash Pride skill equipped. Well, you could actually use the counter for that damage. Okay, yeah. We should shorten it to Blind. Actually, not the worst idea. Blaze. Blaze is actually funny. And then you can juice the bleed. I will say that this is decent solo ID, but also solid support to help a team build bleed and sequester a single enemy. Okay, I think there's that. I think that's fine. As far as the vision board goes, I'm gonna level with you guys. I don't know if there's much else I can really say on that. I think I kind of want to... I won't do it immediately. I think since we're not doing a video, I think we're going to retire the vision board idea. But the idea... Well, you know, I'll try for this. I'll make a very, very simple one. I think I'll keep doing at least a very simple one. We'll do a very simple one for the ID. How's that? Because going cold turkey feels wrong. I would at least give you guys time. Okay, so we got Gimp. I'll do this because I feel like it right now. We'll say that. To new layer... yeah, we'll just do it if I feel like it. Scale layer 500 for this one. I don't care if the little icon's there. So you want to inflict trust. That's very simple. You want to, like, inflict this to new layer. Inflict using the skill 3 and the counter. That's your phase 1. You will inflict trust with the skill 3 and the counter. That's easy. At the end of the stream, can we listen to your boyfriend is mad at selling bodies ASMR? You somehow keep saying things that get me wanting to respond, and that's usually a dangerous precedent for me to set. I'm gonna say no, because I know the risks of making someone in chat think they're the main character. Not that you've done anything wrong. I just know better on my own actions. I know better from my own history. Let's see. You want to inflict trust. That way you start inflicting, you know, a bunch of bleed and poise and bind and pride fragility. And then you want to keep balancing that out by using, let me get the green up. Let me get the green up, please. Let me get the green up. There we go. Layer, new layer. We do that. Okay, that's fair. Actually, see, you're saying the right thing. See, if I have to say that to you, that means you're probably doing okay. You're probably doing okay. And then we can get the skill 1. You want to use the skill 1 to maintain. That being said, since you are being chill about it, I did see that ASMR and I love it. I feel like it came out months ago, though. I don't know why. To maintain trust. To maintain trust. And then also maintain... Which also therefore maintains his own... Yeah. Maintains his own prisoner transport arrangements. Oh, they're probably going after Ongdu for a number of reasons. This is actually gonna suck for Ongdu because she might be attacked by both, like, S-Corp and N-Corp, now that I think about it. And also this, and then you kind of just go ham on bleed and poise. Okay, let me find this layer again. Go ham on bleed and poise. Go ham on Blois. And keep up trust. I think that's really it. Like, there are some nuances. You want to maintain speed. You want to maintain your pride whenever you can. There are little ways to upgrade it. I'm not going to worry too much about that because we're not making a full-blown review on this one, but this would go well with the pride team. This This would go very well with the Pride team. Very good at debuffing a single enemy. I think that's where you'd get it. Plus, it's free. So there's that. The link for the Hear Me Out is not in the chat anymore. Did the pinned comment get removed? Like, what happened? Would they work well outside of Blade Lineage? I'd say so. Any Slash or Pride team will work. Wait, they work? There's your answer? Yeah, they work. They work. Link to the forum people that want it? I guess I'll just pin that. Like, is it really not pinned? Yeah, I think people still see it, guys. Hong Lu and trust the pin. Do you guys still see the pin? It should still be there. Yeah. You don't see it? They might have moved it. So you might need to reload, because YouTube did move the pinned at one point. Here. We'll just save this as kitboard Corp Hong Lu. Corp Hong Lu. It's at the bottom now. Yeah, it's at the bottom. Okay. Okay, I think that might have just been confusion. Still, thank you. Thank you for being attentive, mods. I really appreciate that. That might just be on YouTube being a little confusing. It's back? Okay. Yeah, if you don't see it, maybe you need a refresh, but that's fine. Let's move on to something different. You know, with our good old feisty flowers. Let's move on to it. Okay, well, I guess we're going to Meursault, because that's next on the list. Drink to the Fallen. Ooh, I'll drink to that. I'll get some Wawa. Okay. Shadow-vested Bladesinger Meursault. Dear God. Alright, let me actually go back into my notepad and find the last time I had to review an ego. That was like Sunset Wayfarer, right? I think it was. Okay, so you go down here. Where are you, you sucker? That was with Ricardo and Sunset Wayfarer. Travis Meursault, Albina Meursault, Bluenheim Gregor. I mean, I guess it was also... Yeah, I can just do this with ABS Faust, sure. We can do that, we can do that. Here, I'm gonna do some corrections, but that's fine. Here, copy. Paste. We can remove that. Check magic bullet ego. You can get out of here. You can get out of here. We'll delete this real quick. And then go down here and paste it. And then change this up. We'll get rid of the breakdown because that's just the statuses. Yeah, it's an awakening haste, that's fine. Get rid of these. Get rid of these. You guys ever been to 85 degrees? Does that mean anything to anyone in the chat? Now I'm getting hungry. I think I'm gonna go to an 85 degrees later. It's like a 45-minute drive, but kind of worth. Kind of worth, honestly. It's such a nice place, and I think I can get a treat. I can afford a treat right now. Yeah, we're in that state. We're in that state. Okay, this is good. This is good. Happy birthday, Daniel. You know what? Happy birthday, Daniel. You need a McMuffin. Maybe I'll get a McMuffin. But no. We got, hey, what is it? Shadow-vested Bladesinger Meursault. Shadow-vested, whoa. Shadow-vested Bladesinger Meursault. Alright, by the way, you can usually infer the cost of ego if they're related to IDs by what the ID has. Now, I'm pretty sure this Meursault only has Pride and Wrath. Let me just double check that. Okay, there's some envy. There's some envy in there. Pride, Wrath, and Envy. Okay, there's that. There's that. Okay. That is okay. If it has to be a regional thing, it's never heard of it in my life. I assume it's a regional thing. But no, it's a very good, like, Asian cafe. Where, like, you just go down a buffet, but you go up to a counter. It's very nice. They got, like, nice little meat katsu buns. Or pork buns, rather. Anyway. Likely costs are Pride / Wrath / Envy. Most likely first two. There's that. Meursault goes underwhelming? We'll see. We'll see. I'll be the judge of that. Let's bring this up. We start off with these statuses. Alright, we got Drink to the Fallen. Alcohol is present in this, so I think it's very interesting to see how that works mechanically. We've got Drink to the fallen. Turn start. Gain poise based on stack. All right. Blade lineage mentor Meursault gains even more poise. This implies that it can go to other blade lineage allies as well, or just other allies. Meursault gains even more poise. Corruption Force, Ferocious Forecons like Command Meltdown Faust. Might be a minus coin one then, and if so, that's kind of underwhelming, but oh well. Well, let's put a pin in that and I'll come back to it, because that's not quite accurate. Base skills deal more crit damage based on poise. More crit damage based on poise. I think it's for other Meursaults. That would make sense. You're right. We'll say BL Meursault then. You make a very good point. Drink and then resent. Great. Meursault has their first Valentina ego. Damn, if I were making a kit review, that would actually be a very funny joke for it. Oh well. Base skills that gain... Wait. Base skills that gain potency your count game Clash Power. Okay. That gain poise potency your count. Okay. I'll just say that gain poise, PNC, gain Clash Power. Cool. And then turn and lose X stack. Turn and lose X stack. Sure, so you might try to maintain it. We'll see if you can regenerate it. Hard to tell. And then next we got Resentment. And a Shenshimen. Resentment. Okay, let's see. Move this over. Tab. Resentment. Gain min and max speed on hit. Heal HP by X% of damage dealt using the skill. Wait, so this is like HP regen. That's kind of nice, actually. Also, this hits like something that he won't lose. He'll just gain it. He'll just have it. A lot of min and max speed, like this hits me like a Shin passive in a way. I don't expect him to lose it. That's not bad. Aight. Alright, let's see. And then Resentful Scabbard. Let's see where this goes. Better be high Clash Ego. I think the Awakening has a chance to be decently high clashing. I'm not as optimistic on the Corrosion based on what I know about multi-Unbreakable Coin Corrosions. Let's see though. Resentful Scabbard. Let's just scroll up here. When an ally, including this unit, takes HP damage, you gain growing resent. Wait, isn't this something specific to what enemy Blade or what enemy Bamboo Headed Kim had? Oh, we can gain that now too? Wait. Gain growing resentment equal to damage taken. Wait. Ooh, in memoriam passive now ignores conditionals and activates at max potential? Wait, that's kind of nasty. Conditionals and activates at max potential. Man, this makes me want to do kit reviews, but I don't want to because there's other stuff I want to do more, but this makes me happy. This makes me, you know, other people are going to do it. I don't need to worry. Other people are going to do it. They're going to have their fun. When activating Pride Resin, apply Sword of the True Essence? Wait, that's new, right? Oh, that is new. This is so cool. Apply SOTH the True Essence. Wait. On all allies other than this unit. And then on using, yield my flesh until skill end. This damage does not reduce this unit's HP below X. I mean, maybe. I mean, it might be 1, it might be higher, we'll see. And then lose, wait, what? Oh, you lose Clash Power! Oh, that's so nice! On self, now by X Clash Power. Wait, I love this so much. on using to claim their bones gain poise. Wait! Caribou's being like the Green Goblin mask? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Wait, that's so cool. Finally you can lose. That better be a high low number. That better be a high negative number, dude. That better be a high absolute value negative number. Okay, now, growing resentment. Alright, morning starting Todd Bouts. Alright, good luck. Lean to the gimmick, let's go. Let's see. TCTB gains final power based on stack. Better be 10? I hope it's 10. It better be 10, agreed. On hit, using final coins of either I'll say YMF, TCTB, deal more damage based on the stack. Then effect expires. Okay, this is already going well. This is just a flat upscale of the unit. So this does sound like they're upscaling unit based on the effects, which is cool. I like that a lot. Okay, and then finally, let's see. Sword of the Homeland, True Essence. The True Essence will say base attack skills gain final power based on Blade Lineage allies in the field. Based on Blade, let's see, BL, I need to scroll down for y'all. BL allies on field. Okay. And then, if a BL Salsu gain... Oh, wait. Base skills gain final power and deal more damage. I think we can keep it like that. And then turn end gain haste next turn, and this effect expires. My favorite Limbus faction, Voilov. I didn't even see the name. There we go. Okay. Not bad. And then, okay, so this already looks like a flat out Blade Lineage Meursault upscale. Hold up. I'm getting a little lightheaded. I'm happy. I'm gonna get a tiny snack and I'm gonna crunch it. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Alright, everyone ready your ears for some crunching ASMR. We go. The middle got me? No, it's fine. Nothing can stop me. I've been trying out, like, rice cakes, and I found an apple cinnamon flavor. Actually kind of nice. Let's see what we got. I'm still gonna chew, don't you worry. Water. Okay, that's better. Alright. Cool, we're good. Wait, we got raiders? Do we have raiders, or was that just someone saying shit? That's fine. Oh, hey, EcoWest. Oh, hey, welcome! Dude, you're just in time. We're looking at the passives for the new Blade Lineage Meursault ID. And also, I'm eating rice cakes. How you doing? Anyway. Beads of liquor at Blade Point. Let's get this one down. Hope your stream went well, dude. I don't know if you've been reviewing the kits or just like reading. Finish up reading it over. Stuff is pretty whack. Yeah. We've only gone through a bit of it so far, but I like the Hong Lu. Very season 5, that one feels like. This is just a flat out Blade Lineage and Meursault upscale. And I'm happy about it. I'm so fucking happy. New Blade Lineage and Meursault ID? Pretty much, yeah. Alright, and the solitary ego wait, solitary, right? Yeah, just the solitary ego passive. Beads of liqueur at Blade Point. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. But no, I hope your stream went well. I am excited to see what else this has, and also to just check it out when it goes live. Always active. Blade Lineage Mentor Meursault exclusive effect. Oh, okay, so they want you to use this with him. Got it. Wait, what do you mean always active? Like, even before the ID is used? Oh, yeah, no, this is true. BL Meursault exclusive effect. Wait, that's nice. Yeah, it works before you activate the ego. Exactly. On hit with a base skill, inflict bleed. Bloy's identity. This is a nice idea. This is a nice upscale. Okay. Okay, and then when used. Okay, I'm gonna give myself a treat. Every time I finish this section, I'm gonna chew into a rice cake. Alright. When an ally is defeated, gain drink to the fallen next turn, specifically ally. Okay. And then, if they are BL, gain more drink. Drink more if it's someone you died is someone you love. How true to life. Turn start. Turn start. Hug your loved ones. This unit has drink, enter resentment state. Is it growing resentment? Blade Lineage Mentor Meursault gains resentful scabbard when the above effect activates. Okay, I see. Alright. BL Meursault gains resentful scabbard when this effect activates. Okay, cool. Reliving the Seeker is an event reward. I'm not well stocked for this. I'm sorry to tell you, it is extraction. They do tell you whether or not it's an event reward when the teaser releases. We do know this is extraction, but you can still spark. Alright, next. Turn start. If this unit does not have drink, the following effects expire. Okay. Resentment. Growing resentment. Resentful scabbard. Wait a second. Could you House of Spiders team this? Hold up. If you have the House of Spiders, you could, in theory, let Ryoshu kill allies, and when they die, Meursault gains strength to the fallen. He would get less of it, but Ryoshu's always doing this shit. So, like, he can just have it. Much to think about. Anyway, infinite drink glitch. Yeah. Meursault is just stuck now being in the surrendered witnessing as the stranger. He can only watch as his allies are cut down. Oh, that's sad. Anyway, yeah, friendly fire season. And then, there we go. When this unit has drink, when this unit takes, we'll say, lethal damage, heal based on drink percent HP, drink expires. Okay, cool. This is probably gonna be better than what Valentina has. Kidding, of course. And then this effect activates, oh, after. Okay, so if another identity is Death Defiance, this activates after. Okay. After ID passives with similar effects. Okay, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice. And then lastly, when staggered, recover from stagger. Damn, they just want to make your stagger bars irrelevant now. I respect it. Okay, now the actual skill. Now the actual move. What you got? Shadow Vested Bladesinger. We got 2 coins. Okay, 2 coins. Almost dying is a sobering experience. This is very true, yes. All right, let's see. Yeah, stagger bars are useless. Dude, tremor units are gonna have a hell of a time coming back with this. When used for the first time in an encounter, consume less SP. I like that. If BL Meursault, also consume fewer ego resources. Makes sense considering that this is his own ego. Makes sense. Terror Season's gonna be so fire. People are saying that's what Kanto 10's gonna be. I'm down for it if so, but I'm not betting on it. It's just like betting that this is gonna be burn season. Gain clash power and deal more damage based on poise. Then if this unit has drink, deal more damage on the main target. Sure, fair enough, fair enough. Next, oh wait, no, there's even more. Deal more damage with BL Meursault. Okay. Then, before attack, there we go. Gain highest resin divided by X attack weight rounded down. Okay. Gain attack weight based on resin. Let's see. X plus highest resin, gain poise count. Okay. Allies based on highest resin and deploy order gain poise count. Okay, one thing that poise units have needed is a way to give poise to each other. Team support. Also, I'm just gonna nosh on some nuts. Protein. Well, then, after attack, more Bladesinger gels that have lowest SP heal SP. Okay. DL allies have the lowest SP gain SP, and then also gain drink to the fallen next turn. Okay. So let's just check on all the ways he has to get drink to the fallen real quick. By using the ego, that's 1. By having an ally die, that's 2. He doesn't seem to maintain it very well, but he does. It's very possible he loses it slowly. So it might just be something we appreciate for like 2 to 3 turns, a handful of turns rather than that. A resin? Oh, let's see. Did I miss something on A resin? Oh no, someone corrected themselves on A resin. Okay, that's fine. He's gonna drink at least 10 shots. Hey, look, whatever gets him through it, man. I know they've been having a time. Anyway, coin effects. We've got inflict bleed and bleed count. Okay. Inflict bleed potency and count. That's fine. I don't think we're looking for the ego itself to do a lot. I think we're just looking for it to like buff the ID. But this does make it interesting to see what the corrosion is. So let's give that a look. 4 unbreakable coins. 4 UB. Actually, do I have a better sword fighter theme? I'd like to think I do. I would like to think I do, but you never know. We got Sora theme. Oh, fuck with the Sora theme. If it requires A resin, but it gives 3 liquor? Wait, what? You should play Devil Trigger? I don't have that logged, and I don't know if it gets copyright claimed. We can play some stuff. Don't worry. We'll play something fun. Kim Boss theme? Unfortunately, I don't have that logged. This is why I've got, like, I have to pre-prep a lot of stuff. Anyway. We've got indeterminate targets randomly. That's fine. gain clash power and deal more damage based on poise. And then if the unit gained Drink to the Fallen during the encounter, deal more damage against the main target. So if they just ever had it, if this unit ever had Drink, deal more damage on main target. Also definitely negative coin ego corrosion by the looks of it. Yeah, and these historically have low values. I would be surprised if this gets like over 15. 12 feels more likely. 12 max feels more likely. Yeah. I think we've got a good theme right now. I don't think we need to worry too much about the music. BL Meursault deals more damage. That's fine. Then we've got before attack. Yep, lose base power for a cracked coin. That absolutely would be a negative coin ID, or negative coin ego corrosion effect. Lose base power for every cracked coin. All enemies, hold on, and allies gain poise count. Wait, I kind of want to use that. Slash damage up and slash fragility, which, I mean, technically a debuff, but if you want to make him an alcoholic, it's great. And slash fragility, okay. The first time you apply poise on enemies? I guess so, yeah. I haven't seen another effect that does that in memory. All right, let's see. No Vesta part? No, I like the beeping. I like the beeping more. All right, and then on attack end, hold up. X other BL, or other BL allies that have the lowest SP, heal SP, and then gain Drink to the Fallen next turn. Okay, not bad. Oh, you can gain final power on this? That's kind of nasty. Gaining final power is a little too good unless the base power is already low. All right. Coin effects. Gain, or final power. No. Final coin gains final power. I'll say ×3 there. And then the other effects are inflict, bleed, potency, and count. There we go. That's fine. All right. So if I have to summarize this, gain poise every X stack on Drink to the Fallen. I want to keep this in mind. Base skills deal more damage on crit based on poise. Skills that gain potency or count gain clash power. Without including this unit takes HP damage gain, growing resentment equal to damage taken. Immemorium passive now ignores conditionals and activates at max potential. Now let's take a look at the In Memoriam passive itself to get more context on that. Go to the passive In Memoriam. When 3 or more other Blade Lineage allies are defeated, when gaining poise potency or count using this unit's own skills and coin effects, gain 1 more of each. Okay, that makes sense? And then when 5 more Blade Lineage unit allies are defeated, gain 2 more of each instead, which is already significant. Because what? This will give him 4 poise count, 4 poise, which is a 4/4 on a skill 1 is already nice. A 5/5 on a skill 2 is nice. And I mean, a 7 poise is also nice, even without the count. And then to claim their bones. What I'm curious about, though. Oh, I keep forgetting that to claim their bones can get up to 3 attack weight. God damn it. But it's true. Okay. That's still, like, additional poise. You can get more count with it. I think this is quite good. I think this is already a solid buff within Memoriam. And Swordplay of the Homeland, let's see. When at 5+ poise upon skill 1 use, they gain basically 3 additional coin power, or 3 additional power, and deal 30% more total damage, I guess. It's an interesting kind of damage conditional. I'm not entirely sure how this one maths out exactly, but roughly you're gonna be doing like 10% more damage. When it's 7+ poise upon skill use, skill 3 deals 30% more damage on critical hits. So that's already a lot more powerful. They've got another nullification. They've got another Death Defiance. So we're at 2 Death Defiances now on this ID. When you gain poise potency or count using its own skill or coin effects, give 1 poise potency or count to 2 other Blade Lineage allies that have no poise or have at least poise, or the least poise rather. I still think this would go better if we had more Blade Lineage allies, but it is a nice buff to put on the unit. And you'll still be able to apply this, but also, instead of Swordplay on the homeland going to the allies, you will be adding in the True Essence, which, if I can find the tab again, will give them more final power, deal more damage, and give them haste, which is still nice. It is still nice. Until I've avenged my homeland, I shall not give up. Exactly, exactly. Very proud of him on this one. And then I want to see resentment here, real quick. So, growing resentment and resentful scabbard. To claim their bones gains additional final power. And then on hit using final coins, deal more damage. So this is meant to be like a, hey, set up your fucking clash, dude. Get it ready. The True Essence is getting drunk. It's something you recognize afterward. He's become more so than he used to be, correct. Resentful Scabbard. When ally including the takes HP damage, gain growing resentment. We've already got this. When acting Pride Resin, apply True Essence. You already got that. This is just a very useful way to get your, to claim their bones off. So if I want to see, like, if I don't want to see the breakdown, or the vision, rather. If I want to see the vision. First off, use this ego with the ID ASAP. Like, is there any reason to wait on using this ego? I guess if you want to time out gaining drink, there's that. Sure. But drink also seems like a really good way to scale. So I don't see why you wouldn't want to do that. I mean, I guess it only gives you more poise, but like clashing at the start, clashing is always useful, but I feel like clashing at the start is already better. If you have drink to the fall, you also gain resentment. If you have drink to the fall, and you will enter the resentment state, which means you get your scabbard. Technically, if you use this, you start yourself on a timer in order to use to clean their bones. But that still could be like a 3-turn loop. So, and you're gonna need some turns to get that. So I would say there's every reason to use this ASAP. I think there's every reason to use this ASAP. Because by this count, you would probably use to clean their bones on turn 4 or 5, if I had to guess. And if you haven't gotten it immediately, that's still like a good loop to get into, right? Thunder's Father when? I'm expecting it to be around when we get the Refraction Railway 2 Bokak, you know? Anyway, the Inflict Bleed effect is nice. I don't believe the ID natively inflicts bleed. I will check on that now. Skill 1, poise. Skill 2, poise. Skill 3, poise. It's all poise. So yeah, this gives him extra keywords, which is nice. And then, after using it, you are in a spot to apply Resentful Scabbard and Growing Resentment. After use, I will say after use, you do need to re-up it. It literally is like being drunk. You will need to re-up it. But while you have the effects, that's it. Claim Bones inflicts bleed. Oh, you're so right. Inflicts bleed and paralyze. You're right. Okay. But use this equal the ID ASAP. Get your poise stacks up, as well as poise for allies. Go on a timer to more easily use a more powerful to claim their bones. After use, reset, and need to use again to get more buffs. Also, I just realized resentment is the state here, so heal HP by X% of damage dealt using the skill. The HP regen is nice, but I don't think there's much else that needs to be said. It's just it's very simple on that. But if I were to prioritize how this affects allies, Swordplay of the Homeland, the True Essence, I mean, them gaining more damage and final power is nice. I think Pride Resin doesn't really change anything. I think if I look at after attacks, I suppose it does help with giving allies SP. I think this is great, but I think it's only great for a couple of turns. I think it's good in general, but I think this ego is going to be great only for a couple of turns. I think that's it. I want to check on the corrosion, though, just to see if there's anything else worth noting. All enemies and allies gain Poise Scout, Slash Damage Up, and Slash Fragility. That actually could get really good. You'll still get Drink to the Pollen. I think there is a case for overclocking or just going for the corrosion if you can afford the eco resources. Other than that, I wouldn't call this a perma upgrade to Meursault, but I would say it's an upgrade for as many turns that would matter. Like, you can easily afford to use it again afterward, you know? But I think this is good. I don't think I want to make a diagram for it. It's literally just use it, have a Blade Lineage team, lean into using to claim their bones as soon as you can, rinse and repeat. Very simple loop. Very simple loop. That's it. That's it. I think we've all got the idea here. Let us move on to the big one. And someone wanted to hear the Pinky Nurse Father's theme. Let me see if I have that. If I have that, I'd be happy to. I'm pretty sure I played it before. Okay, I don't think I have it, but I have this. This'll do. This is just a good fucking track. Does work on Mama's team like a duo? Poise bleed? Ah, I could see it. They'll just stand there awkwardly while it happens, but yeah, I'll see it. New workshop? Wait. Is there a new workshop? Hold up. If there is, I'm gonna be so fucking happy. I mean, hold up. Just get protein ending on. Alright. Hold on. Move! Oh shit! Wait, what? The Mook Workshop is back? Hold on. It may be Doka Kebi? That's cool. Yeah, we saw these guys just rolling. Yeah! Alright. Hold on. Alright, I think that's enough eating for today. Alright, let's get to effects, shall we? Alright, this is already cool. It's just Mook Workshop? Yeah, but I like seeing Mook Workshop. I like seeing, like, references to stuff we've already seen, and hopefully they can get expounded on. This is already, like, really nice. Alright, we break this down. Custom statuses. We'll go top down. Doka Ebi Arms. What you got? Take less damage. Someone said there was a haste or a speed gimmick with this, so I guess this leans into it. On skill use, gain haste next turn. Okay. Gain haste next turn. Alright. Combat end. This effect expires and gain poise count. So we already know this is like Blois. We've got Blois on this as is. Bearing of a Salsu. Cool. Alright, gain offense level based on the stack. Alright, simple. On attack hit with slash skills, gain poise. Sure. Very simple for generation, very simple for general buffery. And then lose X stack. Oh, interesting. When an allied Blade Lineage ID is defeated. Okay, I can already see it now. Someone is going to die. Blade Lineage Meursault is going to take a drink and go ham. Blade Lineage... Any kind of Blade Lineage or LCD Ishmael is just going to stand in stunned silence for a second and be pissed. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. It's sad, but it's funny. And what else can you do? Mook Workshop. Yeah. Stance 2 blade draw / thrust force. Doka Ebi fire. Is he stronger than Valentina? I wish. Unfortunately, I'm inclined to say no because that would imply that he's about as strong as Virgilius. And we beat him while he was distorted, so I'm inclined to say no. Can gain up to X stacks. Oh, is this custom charge? Up to X stacks per turn. Wait. Hold up. Slash base attack. I don't need to tab out that way. Hold up. Attack skills deal more damage based on stack. Alright. Defense skills lose Clash power based on stack. Which, wait, if we want a Clashful Guard to lose to use to claim their bones, might actually be good. Wait, that I see the vision. Turn end. Gain haste next turn for every stack. Hold up. Is the sword stronger necessarily? I'm just saying that it would take a lot. It would take a lot for him to get to where Valentina is. So this is, yeah, we're kind of in a large territory here. I see why you would want defense skills to lose. It doesn't say you need charge. No, I know. But I'm saying a functional charge. It's kind of like saying everything that raises the stagger threshold is tremor. It's like a custom thing you want to stack up in a manner similar to that of charge. Custom status. And people will use any excuse, so like, it's fine. All right, passives. I'm already curious now. Demon Fire Spine Cleave. Okay. Ryoshu wishes she had a name as good as this one. I love Demon Fire Spine Cleaver. It sounds so dumb, but I love it. I guess technically that is claiming bones, isn't it? On base, attack skill end. If this unit has any type of attack skill name, Project Moon does this thing where their dialogue will be super serious. They will never even say their names out loud, except for like move voice lines during combat. But they'll have these anime-ass names, and they never acknowledge it. It's like the elephant in the room. We might be able to make a game show out of like associating the name of the move to the unit. All right, let's see. Ezra named the sword, didn't she? Wait, you might be right, actually. You may very well be right. If this unit has enough Mook workshop. Now, let me find my mouse real quick and scroll down. Here we go. Oh, wait. Activate even the balance. Lucent rippling flame. Okay. Oh, so like Osiris, the Egyptian god? That's a dangerous concept considering who runs Limbus Company. I don't like that. I hate that, actually. Oh, no. On defense skill clash lose. There we go. If this unit has enough haste, cannot be staggered from taking damage until defense skill end and activates to claim their bones after being hit. Dude, we've got Bamboo-Hatted Kim and Bamboo-Hatted Mini Jim. I don't know, there's gotta be something like that. And Bamboo-Hatted Kid. There we go, I got it in the end. To where I must return. Is the formatting on this right? Oh well. Sacrifice was indeed the easy path. Thank you, Araya Labubu Gaming, for that insight. Let's see, to where I must return. Okay, so yeah, this is still a regular-ass passive. It's still an 8. To where I... Let's get formatting better on that. Bamboo-Hatted Daughter? I think I like Bamboo-Hatted Kid. To where I must return. Okay. Upon entering the encounter for a first time, gain bearing of a Solsu for every X BLIDs on field minus this unit. Also, the get first got corrected. Oh, yeah, someone did mention that. I need to double check it. Let me refresh. Does anyone know where? Was it in the passives? Was it in the statuses? Is also it might only be on Twitter that they did that. Hold up. Slightly worse quality Bamboo-Hatted Kim. Yeah. In the coins? Okay. Okay, cool. I will still snag that. Jimbus Company. LCD Sarah page 1, Battle Standard, Listener Blue Flame. Okay, they updated it. Let me give that a look. Refresh, and then I will compare the two just to make sure this is indeed different, and I don't need to go somewhere else. Okay, so this is the kit. They said on this one the coin needs to be changed. Where did it say? Number of coins edited for skill 32, even the balance. Page 1. What? Number of coins edited for LCD. Oh, sir. Team Ishmael, skill 32, even the balance. 4 coins. 4 coins here. I actually don't see a real difference or really even what they're saying here, unfortunately. I will just use the later one, and if it looks wrong to someone in chat, they can scream at me. That's fine. Page 1 is the image? Yep, we are here. The one I'm looking at is page 1, guys. It's all good. We're on the same page. Don't you worry. Just the idea had 3 coins before, now it's at 4. But the one I just tabbed out was from before the correction, and it had 4 coins. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it won't matter. Maybe it won't matter. So we'll just continue onward. Next. Gain this, minus this unit. Okay, cool. And then, if enough, I like putting it as enough because if enough of my allies that I care about and feel sad about die, if enough BL, wait, that's page 2? Oh, page 1 means the preview page now. Okay, you're right. That's true. Okay. So it didn't really matter if this was page 1. Okay. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, Cool. We good. Skills are on page 2, page 1 is the overview with all skills and passives. True. Okay. Nice. If enough BL IDs minus this unit are defeated before skill use, I'm just gonna say gain swordplay of the homeland. Like, if you already have it, then it doesn't matter, because it's not a stackable status anyway, so I'm not gonna add that clause. When this unit gains poise, you can see and count, with its skill or coin effects, gain additional poise, potency, and count. Cool. And then, if enough BLIDs are defeated, gain even more. Yep, okay. Okay, so it's just additional poise gen if you're one of the last ones standing. That's fine. Limbus Company Specialized Custom Prosthetic Prototype MK5 Doka Ebi Arms. Does Doka Ebi mean anything? Doka Ebi. Legendary creatures in Korean folklore. Interesting! So they're goblins or ogres. Okay, not as Egyptian as I thought it might be, but that makes more sense. It's a Korean demon, more or less. Okay, that's nifty. Alright, I'm down with this. Alright, let's keep on going. Next, we got the Sin-powered passive, which is combat start. Gain Doka Ebi arms and heal XSP for allied BLIDs excluding this unit. Okay, let me scroll down a bit more so that you can see it. Combat start. If there is an allied ID at less than X% HP on the field, gain assist defense. Really? Why am I so excited about that? No, this actually seems cool. Allied ID at less than X% HP, gain assist defense? Wait, just like in Kanto 9. Aww. Excluding this unit, gain assist defense. Oh, no way. Okay. Ogre arms. Yeah, exactly. Skill end. Gain workshop for every X poise potency on self. Okay. So, I do like the assist defense gimmick. If I were to look here, I would assume it's observing the stones on the board, which is very fitting considering Meursault's uptight story. Okay, and then the support passive. She'll try to protect them. Yeah, that's actually so sweet. I'm coming around more and more to Ongdu. I think it's really nice. The ally with the fastest speed deals more damage with slash skills. Okay, that you can splash that in. You can just put that in for no, you wouldn't put that in for Ryoshi because you want her to be middle Ishmael and die. But if the said ally has haste, deal additional damage. This passes like 100% 5 pride res. I don't know, dude. 5 pride res would be like the most expensive res we've seen. I'd say 3, honestly. Maximum 4 if I had to bet, but I think 3 is fine, if not a stored amount. I think that's a bit of an overestimate on the quality. Well, or on the cost, because PM does like it when we use them. I could see 4. Maybe not 5, but like 3, 4. I could see 4. There's a world where it's 4. Alright, now let's go into the guards, I guess. Defense. Sorry, this is so stupid. Every time I see these, I keep thinking, well, this defense skill was so good. Why didn't they make defense 2? And then they made defense 2. Alright, there we go. I'll light the path forward. Well, no, let's start with defense 2. I want to see defense 2. Defense 2. Make it a double. Make it a McDefense double. Fuck, now I want McDonald's. Alright. I'll light the path forward. Alright, what you got? Flashable guard. Combat start. Gain assist defense. Okay, yeah, maybe it is gonna be 3 to 4 resin. If you can get assist defense this way, then that is a little bit more like extra. But we'll see, we'll see. On use. Gain haste next turn. Gain poise count, and then flash wind, gain poise. Okay, scroll down. I do like having Ongdu being this beacon of light, and honestly, I'm gonna be interested to see how she interacts with Kim. That's gonna be so cool. You gain multiple assist defenses then, right? Yes, it can stack. Assist defense can stack. Skill end. If this unit has haste, gain X move workshop. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, wait. Maybe that means it's Mook Workshop collaborating with Blade Lineage, as in the stance, collaborating with Doka Ebi from Limbus Company. Assuming that's an apartment name, which it might not be, it might not be. And then the coin has no effects, which is okay. I'm okay with that. And then this is the assist event skill, yes? Yes, okay. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Defense 2. Cool, 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 cool. Then being announced just the other be super cute. It's gonna be interesting. Because I can see it being like them bickering and Kim being very guilty. I can already see Ongdu giving like a little passive-aggressive reply. But it's that kind of S-Corp kind of passive-aggressive where it's like super subtle. And then Kim just says nothing. Maybe like a, And I think that'd be very funny and also sad. I mean, things that are funny and sad kind of go hand in hand things that are funny and sad tend to go hand in hand with Project Moon. And if you want to have an example of that, Ongdu's arms are one of them. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Clashable guard. Okay. Assist defense exclusive skill. Let's see. On use. Heal SP on target. This unit guarded. Ooh. And then gain poise. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. That's just a nice little add-on. It's a nice little extra. You win the clash, you gain SP. You win the clash, you gain SP. The target also gains SP, or the ally also gains SP. It's nice. Alright, there we go. I feel like, yeah, you're meant to lose the clashable guard. Yes, that's also true. But that's mainly for, like, the skill 2 too. I think you can get a benefit either way. But also, these things not having any, like, coin effects, yeah, that's another reason you'd want to. I guess the only benefit is SP, and that's, like, whatever, right? You make a point, you make a point. Alright, skill 3-2. Let's see what we're building up to. Skill 3-2. Even the balance. Lucent rippling flame, excuse me. It says flame, and it inflicts bleed. I can live with that. Let's see though. I want to double check. Sorry, I got hiccups. I want to double check something. This does not decrease in stat. Unless the skill costs it. Consume all move workshop. That makes sense. As it should. On base attack skill end, if unit has X plus move workshop, activate even the balance Lucent rippling flame. So these are additional skills, and it is attack skill. Okay, so you can't use it on the card. Got it. It doesn't trigger defensive skills. Okay. She eats her arms to use the skill. Yeah, she's having a 127 poise moment. This skill does not trigger defense skills. Cool. Deal more damage on crit based on poise and haste. Interesting. It feels relatively easy to get her to use several skills in a turn. On use, gain poise count. Alright. Attack end. Consume all move workshop on self. Yep, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And then coin effects. On hit. I don't think I want to do it like that. We'll say gain poise. Inflict bleed. X3. And then on crit. Gain move workshop. And then okay, I see. X times 3. Final coin. Deal more damage if enough. Wait, deal more crit damage. No, do it like this. If enough move workshop. Deal more crit damage based on stack. Okay. That's fine. And then, whoa, wait. If this unit has enough haste, reuse this coin. Wait, so this is a 5-coin skill? Holy shit, that's good. Okay, you sold me. You sold me on it. I'm hyped. That's gonna be a lot of fun. You know what this is hitting me like? I don't think I need to worry as much about Zhang's office Ishmael being banned anymore if this is what we have to replace it already. This already feels pretty damn good. Yeah, Kozan, but again, exactly. I will gladly take it. 100%. Savage Tiger Slayer's perfected flurry of blades. I mean, who needs to be unbreakable if it doesn't trigger defense skills and isn't unclashable? Yeah. Why be unbreakable when you can be unclashable? No, that already is really good. Holy shit. Alright, next. Regular ass skill 3. S3. Lucent rippling flame. Inflicts bleed. I'd like to repeat. Okay, cool. So let's go here. Deal more crit damage based on poise. Sure. Gains power on haste, 5 coins, welcome back, Leihung. Yeah. Okay. And then on use effects. Gain final power based on haste. Okay. Gain coin power based on Bloise. Sure. This is more what we're used to. At enough move workshop. I keep trying to say workship. Damn typos. Convert all coins to UVs. This idea is Jane Haste. Yeah, I'm noticing that. Gain poise. And then gain haste next turn. Also gain hate. You could gain hate. And then attack end. Gain move workshop based on haste. Yep, based on haste. Okay, okay. And then coin effects. Let's say regular effects, gain poise count. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Gain Jane Juliet. Interesting take. Gain poise count. Yeah, gain poise. And then let's see. Inflict bleed. Inflict slash fragility. And then, oh, didn't mean to scroll there. And then on crit, gain Mook Workshop. Okay. That is a-okay by me. It does slowly but surely look like we are using poise to gain Mook Workshop. Let me just double check that. Because you get it on crit here. You get it with, oh no, I guess it's haste and poise. It's haste and crit. It's haste and poise. Okay, cool. That's good to know. That's good to know. Now let's take a look at the Claim Their Bones. Alright, skill 3, or skill 2 now. To claim their bones. Let's see. Unclashable. Then unclashable does not trigger defensive skills. Makes total sense. Deal more damage based on missing HP percentage. Deal more damage, or deal more crit damage rather. Crit damage, based on haste. Okay. And then on use, deal more damage based on Mook Workshop. How to use the skill 2 too? If you lose a clash, here, let's go back here. You use it if your defensive skill loses a clash and you have enough haste. And then you use to clean their roads. That's how that works. Then Leon, deal damage based on Mook Workshop, and then deal more crit damage based on poise. There we go. And the coin effects. Are they all poised? They are all poised to some degree. Poised and more, but all include poise. Yes. Gain poise. Inflict slash fragility. Inflict bleed. Inflict paralyze. Which, considering the record, bleed and para on these guys, 3 bleed and 5 paralyze is pretty standard. Pretty bog standard. So that's already nice. It's interesting to see that to claim their bones isn't even like the feature here. It is a feature, but it's not the feature, and I think that's really cool. I think that's cool. Does that mean Blade Lineage and Blade Lineage for a new ego is not banned for me? Correct. They did not target that. Fools! I mean, I still have to get them. So that's fine. Capitalize on these? I might. We'll see. I'll probably do 110 pull, but I don't think I'm in danger. I don't think I'm in danger here. Alright, let's see. Next, I guess I already marked the skill 3. Okay. Next, we got the skill 2. Give that a look-see here. How's the new format? It is fine. It's not amazing. It's not bad. It's just new. It has some uses for the first page, kind of like the summary. It is okay. I have no issues with it. And I see its purpose, but it's nothing that wows me. Acupuncture, similar to what Blade Lineage Meursault has. On use effects, got 4 of them. Is McGret Mer banned for Prey? No, no ego are banned. No ego are banned. It's fine. Alright. At enough poise, gain coin power. Gain clash power based on bleed. Gain clash power. That's so many clauses. Based on haste. Whenever I see something like this get a bunch of clauses, I think this means that the clauses are generally not going to be that good. But even if this is like 1 per, that's still something. That's at least additional 5 power, and that means you can get more of them more frequently. Which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Gain poise count. Attack end. Gain Mook Workshop based on haste. And then coin effects. Power grip's only going up? Yeah, pretty much. And then coin effects, gain poise. And then inflict bleed, potency, and count. Not Kane, count. We're not doing mark of Kane here. And then... Ooh! On coin 3, if they have Doka Ebi arms, which I need to give another look to, and enough haste, reuse this coin. Unit has enough arms, this is funny conditional? Listen, you can't be too sure with Ongdu, the number fluctuates. On crit, gain haste next turn. Next turn. Okay, so I want to see how she gets Doka Ebi arms, real quick. Because I just want to double check. You don't get it from here, right? No. I would be surprised if you got from the skill 1. Take less damage on skill use. What gives it to you? What gives it to you? Which skill? Which skill? Deal more damage. Doka Ebi arms. Doka Ebi arms. Might be a passive? I'm actually not immediately seeing it, though I am skimming, granted. It could be here. There we go. Limbus Company Specialized Custom Prospect Prototype MK5 Doka Ebi Arms. Gain Doka Ebi Arms and heal speed for allied blade lineage identities of this unit. So literally, it doesn't say. She has it every time that the passive is active. Okay, this very much implies that it's going to be a resin. Yeah, I see the resin potential here now. A lot more than before. This effect expires and gain poise count, gain haste, take less damage. Okay, I see it. I do indeed see it. And then let me just see where Doka Ebi arms are when mentioned. In the skill 2 it's mentioned. Doka Ebi arms, Doka Ebi arms, Doka Ebi arms. And I see Doka Ebi, it's usually fire. This unit has Doka Ebi arms and haste to use this coin. Only instance I'm seeing it so far. And on the skill 1. Okay, that's useful. That's something. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna do the general breakdown soon, but let's get past the skill 1 first. Rending Arts. So, on use, add enough poise, gain coin power, and then gain clash power based on bleed. And then gain clash power at enough haste, and then just gain poise count. Okay, simple enough. Attack end. If this unit has haste, gain move workshop. If enough haste, gain move workshop. Okay, not bad at all. And then coin effects. We've got gain poise, inflict bleed, and then if Doka Ebi arms and enough haste, reuse coin. Okay, cool. That's all the skills, that's all the passives. How do we make use of these? Let's get into something a little more chill. Good day, detective. A little too chill. Observe, not see. That's good. Okay. So let's go into the actual breakdown here. For one, absolutely meant to be used. Meant to be used with a BL team, but not exclusive to it. I think any Pride team is gonna be worthwhile here. Blade lineage teams, like, how to put this? She will gain more poise the more these allies die, which, like, you kind of want to do after a certain point. It's very easy to kill them. They are now fuel for the poise fire that is Ishmael, and also technically Meursault. And having two IDs that work well with it are fine. BL team is useful if you want to kill your S1 identities. That's something nice. But as far as these go, when you get Doka Ebi arms and Mook Workshop, do you really just want to focus those? Wants to generate haste, Mook, and poise. That's about it. Can't do much about it. The enemies are just dying before she can unpack it, TBH. Okay, but that point, is your steak not too juicy? Like, at that point, we don't really need to complain, do we, if the enemies are dying? That just means we need our enemies to be harder. That's a different issue altogether. I want to see what her poise gen is like. Generate poise, gain poise count. Cool. Gain poise count, generate poise. Already nice. Gain poise count on hit. Already very nice. Gain poise count, gain poise. Her poise gen is fine. Poise gen is consistent, at the very least. And then I'll even check on these here. I would not expect these to generate as often because they're extra skills that are conditionally used. Gain poise count. Even then, the poise generation is still really good here. And then gain poise. The count, I would prefer count here, but I guess it's to limit it because, you know, the skill. Defensive skill is very useful. Defensive skill is useful for the variety of additional skill uses. Yep, there we go. Additional skill uses. And if I go back here, I just want to see, gain up to enough stacks. I'm sure there are certain conditions, because, like, I know she wants to be Pride Res. Here, I'll put this down. Pride Res in general is still good, especially with Meursault. Okay, let's see. And then with Doka Ebi Arms, it's fine. I want to see the haste gen. Let's take a look at how much haste she gets, instead of just the additionals. I don't see her gaining haste here. I'll need to check passives. Gain haste next turn on crit. Crit fuels haste. Seeing that already. Alright, let's see. How, just woke up, how are the kits? Looking good. The Ego is a Blade lineage more so upscale as expected. Hong Lu a little like a Season 5 ID where there's no skill 3 too, but the skill 3 does make a status, and the counter has it too, that just generally builds up stuff. Everyone is basically Blois though. Everyone here is Blois. Gain haste next turn on crit. Gain haste next turn on use. That's the only way I'm seeing you gain haste. Gain haste next turn, so certain skills give you haste. Do we have any other ways to gain haste? On skill use, gain haste next turn. That's at least 2 procs per turn I'm seeing. That's 3 with Mook Workshop. Okay. Haste. Haste is generated by passive, crit, and Mook Workshop. Okay. That's nice. We can still shoot Sinclair. I don't know what context that is, but the answer is yes. Any other passes that gain haste? No. However, if you have haste, you can use to claim their bones. What else does haste get you? If you have haste, then if you have haste, you can reuse this coin. If you have haste, you can reuse coins. Okay. Haste is useful for reusing coins. That's nice, at the very least. What else? What else does haste get you? More coin power, more crit damage. Coin power, crit damage, etc. Then on here, more crit damage based on haste. Okay. And coin reuse. Okay. So you want to max out your crit, you want to max out your haste, you want to max out your Mook Workshop as much as humanly possible. How else do you get Mook Workshop? Honestly, just by critting. It really is just by critting at this point. Okay, so the way I see this, if we go into like a little flow, what you want to do is it's going to be easiest early on. Let's say turn 1. Base attack skill enter must return. You want to generate poise. Very easy. Generate poise with any skill, really. Generate poise with any skill to build the stack. After that, build your Mook Workshop stacks. And how do you build up the stacks? Well, if you have your resin passive, stacks with passive from resin, with your passive from resin, how else would you build it? Your passive from resin, from crits, And then how else? And skills. Cool. And then I don't want to ignore the defensive skills here either. Those are useful for poise gain and count. Let's just take a look at the assist defense as well. It is less than X% HP on the field, excellent gain assist defense. So technically you could use 3 skills. When you're ready to let it rip, you could just use your defensive skill. Get an assist defense, and then just let it rip on to clean their bones. It's likely once per turn effect still, but that's still useful. And then I need to get used to this not being the skill sheet. And then as you gain more Mook Workshop, you'll eventually even the balance by using Loosen Rippling Flame. So continue to passively build these and maintain Pride Resin to maximize the amount of skill 2-2 and skill 3-2s available, including with using Clashable Guard. Does that sound good, everyone? Have I missed something? I feel like I've gotten everything addressed in here. Have we already seen the Ego? We did. I'm going to be ending the stream in a little bit, so you will need to go back to check it out. But I think this addresses everything. Offense level is something that's kind of nice, but not really necessary. The voice generation itself is fine as long as you have it. These get better when you have your allies die. This is just nice if you want to keep other allies alive. These are just naturally going to be generated over the course of play, and this is going to get your skills. I think that's it. I think that is everything we need to address here. Yeah. Okay. So, again, I think if you want to know more, might be worth just going back in the stream. I'm sure other people will have their kit reviews out. Again, I am skipping the kit reviews for these IDs because I want to start moving away from them. I'm probably still going to do Valentino Lucio, but expect a lore video about the Blade lineage relatively soon, maybe in like a week, because I want to include what they do with the Intervalo. I'm going to start researching now. And beyond that, we're going to do a lot with the new Intervalo stream, but that's going to be all for the kit review. That's going to be all for the stream. There's a link to the Discord in the description. You might keep updated on what's going on there. But that should be everything. Does anyone have any questions? Does Hong Lu offer any Blade lineage support? Not specifically for Blade lineage, but he is good with Slash and Pride. And also helps with Bind. So you could slot him in without much issue. I would actually say he is a Vine slot in, because he doesn't have a Blade lineage unit. No questions at all. Is this stream end? It is, yes. Thank you all for joining in. This has been a lot of fun. Expect more videos coming out soon. In fact, I might get a channel update video relatively soon. But that's it. Let's see. Can I answer Bong Pong to the first question for the Hear Me Out form? Say that you're the person that specifically asked for it on stream, and yes. That's it. Bye!